confirm that. Alright, there we go. Cool, we did it. Yay. Nikkei block officially over. Now we're on to good old Fix It Friday. It is Friday, right? Not crazy. It is Friday. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing my mind. Surely, as always, Red Us blesses me with Dragon Bride Senya as my daily. See? Just like that, eaten. Nope, oath key. Oh well. One day maybe. Alright, so before we get into it, as always, while we wait for everybody to kind of assemble, basically. You guys saying scatter, like, reminded me now. I'm just like, damn it, I need to do that. But we're gonna do everyone's favorite activity, right? Your favorite activity in the whole wide world, which is Guild Wars. And then World Boss. Need to also grab the freebie stamina. Grab to do that today. Watch Luna? Maybe. But you're saying put the friendship already on a different unit. What Tristan told me was that the friendship, it's only the wearer gets the friendship. And I kept running into situations where if I put it on Luna, I would go into an RTA game, and then I would literally be like, oh, well, shit. I don't have souls or Atticos. Alright, wall boss over with. Hey look, we got another summon. Cool. I can't wait to pull another Kawana. It's gonna be awesome. We only ever pull two things for elemental summons. Kawanas, and we pull Niquals. That's it. Oh, we got Claudia. I'm okay with Claudia. If I have to pull a 3-star, that's one of the better ones for the red. I guess I'm just a bad player, Asmodeus. That's all there is to it. I should ask Lucent Azure for help in these matters, because he has every character in the game at Friendship 10. All of them. Alright. Chat, you want to gamble on points to see if I 6-0 it, or do we just go? I'll let you all decide that. In the meantime, yo, what's going on, Shodai, mate? While we do that, while we wait for you guys to decide, I actually have to program in the YouTube chat because I can't actually see it. I really hate that it's like that. All right, we're all good now. I should be able to see you guys. How many summons for her? Says Steven. I hard pitied her. We hard pitied the Ilynav. Wow, this is an absolutely miserable team. Nobody wants to play against this. This is horrible. Yo, you want to see the team that takes like 5 ever long to beat it, but will beat it? What if we just go Laya, Elvira, healer? How to lose unless it's Hey, we could just go. This is actually ATK's team's pretty good. ATK's team's actually really good for this. Just double checking we're still on the right build, right? We're on the build. Alright, cool. She's on mature sunglasses, huh? Nah, I'd win. Yeah, I did get her. We'll just play her on offense just to play a game.
Life is full of suffering. Let this be your paradise.
Dupine, how are you here?
Am I on the friendship artifact? Now I'm worried. I think I might actually be on the friendship artifact.
Because this was all for you.
You think you...
Cool. My DJB is did outspeed by like 1 speed. Yay, my favorite. Alright, we lose. Cool. Friendship artifact, yay. It wasn't even that, it's my DJB, it should have been 1 speed faster. I'm saving the Luna, I'm not letting the Lunas die. I want to be able to use the Lunas later.
Don't forget this feeling of defeat.
I'm by your side.
Yeah, A-Tai went out sped.
I will cut you all down.
It's the byproduct of being slow.
For the future of the steadfast resolve, we can secure our victory.
I wish that was the case, Asmodeus. I wish double Luna was a guaranteed win, but it is not. We didn't test that actually, Dex. We were supposed to test that last night. What do I think about the ML quarantine that Grass Angel posted via? I have not seen it. I respect Grass Angel as like a content creator, but Grass Angel usually posts builds for things that work at low level, but are gimmicks and would never fly at high level in Epic 7. So that's my thoughts on that. Ilynav, huh? But what if I also have Ilynav? Wait, can't we just control you? Isn't this just like control Fiesta? Looks like control Fiesta to me. It's probably all injury, so... Orwell for sustain and stuns? Okay, yeah. Alright. This looks like this will work to me. What? Which one? The bottom one? I could Luna it. But I don't, because of Bellion, we don't have Soul Burn. So like any follow-up that I'd actually want to play is just worse than just controlling him. Like I'm not wrong here, right? Like I feel like Luna's the way riskier team. Like we have a Luna here, we don't need a Luna here. Yo, what's going on, Scarlight? No, but the thing is the follow-up to the Luna. I don't have strong aggressive follow-ups that don't use non-souls.
Sometimes darkness can become your light. I make this moment unforgettable.
Gala and my Luna are the same speed. It's possible I get speed RNG.
With skills like yours, you never stood a chance.
How's this, you arrogant punk?
Don't be scared.
Spear of Ragnar. Bleed.
Damn, that is a tanky ass Senya.
Can I go home?
Die, please?
Don't worry.
Luna, why low roll?
Do you believe in me? Dragon Twilight.
Get you out of here.
Now?
It's fighting time.
Yeah, at this point, I should just end this now. Let's see what you can do.
That goes. Luna kills.
I'm on my way.
Grudge makes it so I don't die here. Or I should say harvest. Grudge is fucking haste. And then that. And then Luna kills. Still still the best Guild War team. It beats everything.
Stay away from me.
We go here.
Welcome to my kingdom. I hope you enjoy yourself.
Worry not. The dark shroud of death is coming over. I hope you find it comfortable. Life or death. Pick your poison. A patient in need of
I
treatment.
made it in the nick of time. The weight of the oath I've taken.
No way this thing has a ton of
Upon you. I just want to go home.
me to. This is gonna push the Ilynav so much.
Do you smell that? That's the smell.
You do not get to play the game. We do not allow Ilynavs to play the game where I'm from.
That's what I do.
It's on Holy Sack, are you kidding me?
Is a disturbance.
No, son, please, thank you. That's what I expected. Where I'm from, we do not allow Ilynavs to do anything. That's why I'm so like confused, like why people were upset about Ilynav yesterday. I was like, seems like a really strong unit, but like not broken. I mean, it's not like the best shit you can play, which is control, doesn't just completely roll it still.
This sword will not be tolerated.
No, I have not, Brad.
A true knight picks their battles wisely.
Life or death. Trust me, your poison. I'm a doctor.
Being popular is so exhausting.
Another trial to overcome. Don't ever ignore the power of someone. With
You think
something
Jinua is one of the
protect-
best English VAs, Scarlet? Honestly, I will say that I'm
Worry not.
genuinely
The
very
dots won't
pleased
hurt us big.
with Jinua's VA, just because like
I guarantee.
it's not somebody who's normally a VA.
You smell
That's
that?
good casting,
That's the smell.
recognizing his talent.
Your princess is worn out. Escort me to my chambers, please.
I agree with that, Sputnik. That was what I said yesterday. Character it just moves, like she schmoves super fast. Huh, Gokushufudo. Good series. Mega Nice. That's a good name. Trying to figure who I want to fight. Some Syndra's already down. Damn. Fight Tragedy with the Sioux, I guess. Oh, that's a Luna team. That's a Luna team if I've ever seen one. That's one of the ones that we can Luna. We can Luna that one. Oh, right. I have to make sure. Go back. Where on edit goes. Go book. Honestly, I feel like I should just stay Guild. I should stay book for Guild Wars. Like, this character never makes it through draft phase anyway in RTA. Second team. I feel like I can just win off the back of Lone Crescent and then like Carmen and like a Weaver. Like, I really feel like I could just win off the back of this. Like, the only drawback is the Odin. That's the only thing. I don't think I lose that. So. Alright, I will in a second, Abusui.
Just skin and bones. I'm not your sister anymore. So forget I ever existed and leave.
Someone, please, could die. Forgive me. It's been so long.
May your heart be filled with bitter cold.
What meaningless resistance. Obstacles must simply be eliminated.
You think I got two ML Lunas? You think I got who you think I am?
Go easy. You should
I love her, but I'm not ATK, I'm not the devoted one.
Are you sure?
100% counter it. Bet. Watch.
just skin and bones.
There's only a limit to what one mere mortal can do, Asmodeus. I dare not tread where gods, you know, sleep.
Those who deny their fate must suffer the consequences.
Radiant light. Foolish.
I'll end this quickly. Trust me.
Oh, welcome on in, Sala.
future
Can't stay long, just having to say it.
This is what
Well, hello to you. Hopefully the start of your weekend is good.
The audacity of these scoundrels. Become like the autumn leaves. And
We're just doing our
stay
guild wars
on
and then we get to the main event.
Stay on your toes.
Cheap tricks won't work on me. Too bad. I'm well aware of what you're planning.
You sure will back down.
Deal with it.
Man, look at all this stuff. Look at all these like bat bags we're getting.
Delay the inevitable. I'll wrap things up momentarily. In the light's name.
So careless. So naive.
Armin's all ready.
Okay. Actually, I want a salvo here. Nope, no salvo. Okay.
I'm well aware
Oh,
of
that's
what
dead.
you're planning. Is that all you had to show me?
Is that D? Yeah. I am, in fact, I'm cleave. I just cleave. Oh, what's going on, Boyle? How are you? Alright. Shall we get this show on the road? By get the show on the road, I mean, clearly we have to friendship this Luna. Take my gifts. Oh my god. We'll get there eventually. Alright, let me drop this into auto. We'll move this into auto battle, and then we get this show on the road with Fix It Friday. Wait, there's free stuff here. Grab that. Bookmarks. Nobody likes CRN. Maybe Tristan likes CRN. I don't know. I for one, I feel like it's scam artifact most of the time I use it. Alright. No! Artifact inventory, please. Give Luna all of your stuff and worldly possessions? We're working on it. That was fast. I literally requested. ATK was like, here, you may have it. With the quickness. Alright. Move to the right channel. Boop. And away we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna grab this pitcher of water off screen, and then we'll get started. What you guys don't know is that there is a refrigerator right there off screen. Yo, Sue, what set is my Bologna on? Destruction. Destruction, I believe, is actually the highest win rate one, according to E7.gg as well. Everything you own belongs to Ilynav? Yeah. I'm going to do this now, by the way. This is not indicative of the final product, but I know everyone inevitably will ask me, hey, Sue, what's it on? So, there you go. That's what it's on. I think, honestly, she needs crit chance, but people will... I know people will ask me what was I playing her on. That's what I was playing on. Well, holy shit. We move fast. So, Brem, with Abigail. At a glance, this looks really good. Especially on, I like Unity. I like Unity a lot with this character, because if I'm not mistaken. Can she trigger? Can she trigger Might? When it's not her turn? Only on caster's turn. Okay, but it's still kind of decent, right? It helps her cycle. I'm okay with that. What's going on, W goes? At a glance, I think this is pretty good, though, Brad. That's an 89 on a swap. Ooh, this one's not so bueno. I think we want to swap the attack percentage. I think if we swap this for like defense, it'd be a lot better. Right? Because like this isn't doing a lot for us. Like the flat health is all right, but I wish it could be higher. Like the necklace is the only thing I'm not so sure about that one. But that's a pretty good Ariel. Like it's better than mine right now. Ooh, try to get your defense a little bit higher here. Because like if you ever need this imprint for team versus cleave, you'll be kicking yourself. Go back over here. Oh, it's part of the song. I was like, what the hell is that sound effect? It's part of the song. At a glance, this looks really good, though. Attack is okay here. I think you get more value out of crit damage here than attack percentage. That feels kind of like a high swap. I think this is passable for right now. And then obviously that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I think you just had like a couple of things like might be better on the swap. That's all. But this looks like pretty good right now. Like attack here is fine because like what else are you gonna get in this slot? Speed? You can get 4 speed, but it's not as good as getting 9 attack. So yeah, I think my only major objection is here. Is attack percentage. And then just not being slightly short. Yes, I will check. I'll check the... Did you send it to me on Discord or is it already in the channel? Yeah. Sorry, I was checking my DMs to see if anybody had messaged me. So Sputnik got a BBK. Missing a reforge here. We'll check that in a sec. Dude, that's an 83 pre-reforge. 170 ER. No exclusive equipment. That's kind of rough. Missing 2 reforge. You're looking better than me, man. When I was doing this, like, hold on. Let me check something. Do I still have it built? I think you're looking better than me. Yeah, see, I'm missing a reforge too, but you're looking better than me. And I was 6 resists. You're doing way better than me. My build was always been pretty bad. Pretty janky. ER. Great. I think this is a good in progress build. I really do. I think this is pretty good. Yeah, no, this is good. I think it's good, Sputnik. Like you outshine me in terms of damage. Thank you. I'm working on changing the ring, just not tons of defenses. Gear. I assume that was you. Was this your? This was yours. Just making sure, Scar. I assume that was your character. Melancholics. This looks good at a glance. It might not be tanky enough. Let me see something real fast. Because like mine is not tanky enough. I want to see if yours is tankier than mine, or like by how much. Go over here. Okay, versus. It's slightly tankier than mine. It might need to be a little bit tankier than this, but otherwise I think this is probably alright. Like, we can't get a swap there. This is actually really nice, though. It's a lot of HP. It's like 40%. Get some defense here. Okay. That's crazy, that piece. Wow, this piece is also kind of nuts for purple. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of getting a higher rolled body. With either higher health, higher defense, right? That's pretty much what it comes down to. Yeah, I can't see any other way. Like, this purple's beautiful, by the way. I can't see any other way. But I think this is definitely good at a glance. The body, if we get a higher rolled one with more HP or more defense, like to, you know, kind of eke out a little bit more. Because nowadays, it's like, Bologna, when she does see play, she gets blown up. Alright, so we have top model from Eevee Breezy. What level, if you're in chat, Eevee, what level do you play at normally for PvP? Because at a glance, I think your damage is probably... I feel like attack is low. Doesn't this character have like 1300? $12.28. Okay, still really high. I feel like 32 is low for this, but I'm not the best at gauging cleave characters because I don't play this playstyle. The one thing I can say though is that I do think that this is just too slow for certain levels of play. You're only in gold. Okay. How and where can I post builds? It is on your screen. In the lower left-hand corner. You're new to RTA. Well, this is a really hard character to use in PvP, Eevee. I'm letting you know now. This is one of the most difficult characters to play because she's very fragile and very hard to build effectively. I think for gold, this is pretty good. This is pretty good for somebody who's playing gold. They're definitely fast enough to play in gold with this. So I think that this is definitely good enough to do what you want it to do. All right? Yeah, this is definitely fast enough to do what you want it to do, but like realistically to play top model at the high level, you need her to be like 285, 290 player at top level, which is while still maintaining everything else you got. So that's what I'm saying. It's like it's kind of rough. Your damage or crit damage is really high. You could actually probably sack some crit damage to pick up speed. Like right, like here, like this is a bunch of damage, but it's not speed. We want speed on every piece. Right. Yeah, I think that not having speed on this piece is actually the biggest detriment to you. So if you can switch this out for like one of those fancy like Nightmare Raid or Hell Raid daggers with some decent attack and speed and crit chance on it, I think you're in the money. Like your attack feels kind of low, but your crit damage feels pretty high still. Yeah, attack is a little low. That's what I'm saying. For a 1228 character, that's why I double checked it. I was like, 3200 feels kind of low. Like, that's like the kind of attack you'd expect like somebody like Operator Sigret to have, who has, or not Operator, Bryseri to have, which is like just cracking 1100. Right now she's speed tuned to my Lua and Flan, who are also slow. Then that's fine. This is like, if you have her tuned and it works for you, then that's good. I'm just saying that you'll have difficulty as you approach champion. You'll have difficulty at this level of speed with this character. But I think if you're just trying to go for masters to get your skin, I think this is more than sufficient. First Ilynav of the day. This definitely cuts, I think, where mine wouldn't have. So I think that that's fine. That said, my first impressions of the character playing her is that I do think that she should be built as a bruiser with critical hit chance and some critical hit damage. Well, we don't have to discuss that for right now. As far as HP goes, I think your speed's in the right place. I think your defense really needs work, though. Yeah, I mean, I also got the F2P 2F or 3F. I mean, yeah, you said 2F, so I said 2F. But yeah, I also have the free-to-play. Yeah. I missed it so many times. You guys were paying attention in the games yesterday in the room. I would change this effectiveness, like no cap, change this effectiveness to flat health. This piece is a bunch of speed, but at the same time, this doesn't give you a lot, right, to work with. There's speed here. Like, so this is like a load-bearing piece, right? If you wanted to post the build on Discord, DM me. Literally just, it's impossible to miss me if you're in my server. It's in the top right, 3 gems for power. My name is literally on all red. Just DM me, and I will look at it after I get through the queue. I usually do the ones that are in-game first, and then I will table back. Not necessarily on stream, but I do table back to DMs. I've never not responded to a DM if you're asking for advice, so don't worry about that. But yeah, so this is a load-bearing piece, right? This is not a good piece. You're only playing it because it has 17 speed, which means that you'd be better suited to have a good piece and redistribute your speed elsewhere. Same thing here. Like, this piece is not good. So, like, the ring and the necklace definitely gotta go. This piece is pretty solid. It could be better, but 700 flat health is quite a lot. That's about 9% on Ilynav, though. So this is really like a 33% body. Okay. This is probably something you pulled from a tank. And then this gives a lot. A lot of these other stats are not relevant, though. This says to me that you need this says to me you need to roll more swords. If you're choosing this sword, it means that you don't roll enough swords. You don't check enough swords for HP. Because the only relevant stat here is HP, and then you have a base roll speed. So this is just a base roll. Like, it didn't even roll into this. So it's like, you literally have, could be anything, relevant stat to irrelevant stat. It's only 6 months old. Okay. Then that's fine. For 6 months, 33k HP is pretty impressive, I'll say that. But yeah, the ring, the things you definitely want to look to change are the necklace and the ring. These are like the 2 biggest offenders. Change this to flat health on the effectiveness. And then this is fine for right now. Like the sword, the helmet, and the body are all fine, but you could definitely find upgrades as you start like rolling more pieces of gear. I think this is for a first draft. This is pretty good. Try to get your defense higher though, right? Like, I'm not asking you to have 1700 like me with 36k HP, but like realistically, if you were trying to go all HP on this character, I don't think you ever want to go less than 1500 defense, and I don't think you want to ever go less than 30k HP. I think that the build that I'm going to try next is like 28k HP with like 1500 defense, but that build will be a damage dealing build, not just a pure like tank build. So that build will also have like crit chance, crit damage on it, right? So we go here. Same thing. I gotta be mindful of the defense. If you decide you need the imprint, the team imprint. HP feels low, as does speed and crit damage. Crit damage is a little low, speed's a little low, health's a little low. We're missing a reforge and we have a 78. So 78s, we can. That's actually pretty good for a 78. But that said, you don't want 78s. You want to replace them as fast as possible. Oh, thank you, Crady. This is what I had. I threw it together. Do you think 3-slotting Rowana is a good idea against Candy and ML Balloon? It can be. Biblis is a better pick. She's more in those spots. I think Biblis is a stronger character in those spots. But yeah, you could do it. It depends on what's in the rest of your draft. If you don't draft enough damage, they could still just kill you. Especially Landy, because she could just she won't do any damage until Boat, and then Boat kills you. Yeah, I did get her, but that was due to a very generous viewer, WizardCrab. WizardCrab basically donoed to get Ilynav, so that way I could start working on how to play Ilynav. Let's see. So 16 ER is irrelevant on this character. Also, pen set doesn't really do anything here. We're 2 broken pieces, right? So we definitely don't want these boots. Pen set we can't use. ER does nothing for us because of Inner Abyss. Flat defense is a no-go. You want defense percentage. This character has like 700 base defense. You are giving up so many stats with flat defense. We already discussed the 78. This piece is a brick. It was good until I read the last thing. It's a brick. Alright, so Enmo 10, if you're in chat, there is a video on my channel on YouTube that talks about, it's got Bride Senya in the thumbnail, where I talk about how you need to stop ruining gear. Players need to learn when to swap, like equipment modification gem swap, and when not to. This is an example of when not to. So like this is fine for right now, but like this was probably a stronger piece of gear before you modified it. Hey, thank you for the resub, by the way, W guys. Appreciate it, homie. This piece is really good, but this is not a Euphine piece. This is a piece you put on like Remnant Violet. This is a Remnant Violet piece. Or just a green violet. Like this is a violet piece. This is not a Euphine piece. This piece is actually quite good, but it's not a set piece, right? So basically where we're at is the body is the only piece we want to keep long term. We want to change everything else on the character. Like you have a facsimile of what it should look like. Like we have gotten close. This is kind of what Euphine looks like, but like essentially once you get underneath the hood and I actually start looking at these stats, I realize it's just a mishmash of just things that we had laying around. And when you're just picking pieces like out of a drawer, like, oh, I've only got like 4 pieces, this one kind of works, I just use this, that's a pretty good indication that you need to farm more gear for those specific things. So I think you need to focus more on farming defense set or crit set and lifesteal. Like you need to focus on those sets. Right? That's pretty much where I think we're at. I think you could use this, but like it's like a facsimile. You want to be closer to like this. Like 2000 defense, like 17k HP, 160 speed, 100 crit chance, like 240 to 250 crit damage. Alright. So let's go next to Yolk. Okay. So at a glance, attack looks good. Defense feels a little low, but still acceptable. Health looks decent. Speed looks decent. We have a lot of wasted stats here. A lot of wasted stats. So this is like, at a glance, this looks usable, but I definitely think there's probably a lot of room for improvement. I'm trying to read the other chat. If you get Melissa, do you think this? Okay, so this is. Did you DM me? I'm trying to see who the DM was from. That was Senya. Okay, I just looked at the DMs. I was trying to catch up on YouTube's chat to see what I missed here. So Cora messaged me. Little Cora, you messaged me the one character I don't like reviewing on stream because it takes like a half hour, which is like Green Senya. So I will get to you after I'm done. Like, that is one of those ones where I have to like, I honestly, I should just write a Google Doc and just link it to people when they send me Senya. I really need to do that. That's like the best thing to do. So, attack we don't need a ton of, but some is fine. This is still usable, I think. That's a great piece. I think you could swap this defense for defense percentage, and you'll pick up a couple more points that we need here. Cracked piece. The effectiveness, you could swap this to defense and take a 1% loss. And I think I would do that. I think this piece is also fine. This piece is not it, though. This piece is not it. Okay. Alright, so I think you are like... Yolk, I think you are like 2 swaps, helmet, feet, and then an actual necklace, like a good necklace. Like, if you had a banger necklace and you made at least the head swap, maybe the feet swap, I think that you're just like, you're living. Like, this is a really good Robbie after those changes. Alright, unknown. We got another Bologna. Okay, I can tell you right now, you got too much damage, and you have nowhere near enough HP and defense. Yep, speed boots. Okay. Alright, that's the problem. Alright, so these boots need to become HP, and you need to reallocate to get the speed back up to like 160. 150, 160. Alright, so what do we have here? Obviously perfect. Chat, can someone... I got... Alright. Let me go grab it. I'm gonna go grab the thing. I'm gonna go grab it. I'm gonna pin it to the damn channel. I'm gonna pin it to the chat. I'm gonna pin it to both chats. I have to. I literally have to. Yo, what's... Give me the damn link. We're pin... 3 rolls. 3 rolls is generous, Fred. That's a quad or a penta. Right? That is a quad or a penta. Why will it not let me pin that? God damn it. There we go. Yo, what's going on, Dragon Slayer? We're pinning that. This is the exact type of piece that made me make that video. It is a 3. You are correct. You are correct. It was a 3. But like, this is the stuff that causes my blood to boil when I see this, because it's an 85 with an 11 swap, and if it wasn't swapped, it would probably be 100 equipment score. This would probably be legitimately like a top 1% piece on the account. And that's why I made that video, because I need people to understand this so they stop throwing away ridiculously good pieces of gear for no reason. Because they're trying to... Instead, you don't want to think about, this is my ring, it goes on Bologna, it stays on Bologna forever. Because like 2 years from now, Lone Crescent Bologna could be dog, and you take the ring off the Bologna and it's supposed to go to someone else. But because you basically ham-fisted it to work on Bologna, it will no longer work on any other character. And so you've essentially ruined the gear. It cannot go anywhere else ever again. And I'm trying to get people to stop doing that. That's what I refer to as a brick. Because, like, if you ever heard of your phone, right? Your smartphone, if it stops working, it's literally a brick. It does nothing. It just is a heavy paperweight that sits on a desk. Hence, brick. Call it ham-fisting. I call it proposing. Yeah. Sorry, unknown, to kind of just like go off on a tangent, but this is like my biggest pet peeve in gearing is this thing. When I see this, I'm just like, I wish I could have like been there before you did this to tell you to not do this. Yes, that's exactly it. Now, to come back with some positivity, the body is great. The body is fantastic. This one, not so much. The sword is great. Alright, so I think where we're at, you need to have HP boots. Like, that's a given. You can't place... In 2024, you cannot play Bologna on speed boots. Just throw that out. You cannot. It's got to be HP, defense, or attack percentage boots. You cannot play this character on speed boots. She will literally explode. So, that's where we're at. So, I'm on destruction. You're on counter. Stat line to go for counter is like 3k attack, 1400 defense, 18 to 19k HP, 150 speed, and as much crit damage as you can get after that. I don't care if it's 270, 280, 300, whatever. Like, get that. That's where we're at. 3000 attack, 1400 defense, 19k HP, 150 speed, 280 crit damage. Shoot for that first. Alright. So, move on to Abyssal. Same thing I tell everybody here. You need over 2000 defense, I feel like, before your imprint. Doing it, you don't want to find yourself in a situation, because, like, Euphina has, like, a pretty decent, like, imprint that you might want to use versus, like, somebody, like, so we have health here, so you might want to put, like, your Karina here, or your Blood Moon Haze, and get that little extra bit of health.
During Sue's stream. How about everyone for that week's Fix It Friday, show all of their characters using only bricked gear and see what Sue does. Thoughts?
If you, Asmodeus, thank you for the bits. If you did that, I would literally pop I would burst a blood vessel in my eye. My eyes would actually just be red. But yeah, so that's one thing. HP looks good. Everything looks good on here, right? At a glance, at a surface glance. It all looks good. It's just being mindful of that. Can't really get anything other than attack there. Speed swap is okay here. Yeah, I think we're big chilling here. This looks fine. This looks fine and generous. Oh boy, Festive Edda. I actually know nothing about this character. Please chat save me. As far as debuffer stat lines go, this looks pretty good at a glance. I will turn into your average league player, bro. I do not know what you're trying to ask me, King. In chat, I just like saw that. I was like, I don't know what that means. I don't think she works at that speed because she doesn't have a push-up unlike Aola. Well, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Don't mind me. I'm eating pretzels in order to keep my calorie intake up. I've eaten like very little today, so I'm just trying to use it to like hold me over until dinner time later. No, I'm not. To answer your question, no, I'm not. Yeah. This is a tough one because I'm not well versed in how this character functions. That's a brick. I can tell you right there that this is probably not ideal. The purchase gear is always solid, so I'm not going to knock that. At a glance, this looks like a fine piece for a debuffer. This is something you might play on another debuffer. That's a lot of app. This also looks good. So I think, if anything, maybe it's the helmet and the sword are the things that might be out of place. When in doubt, consult the hero library. Because it just pulls aggregate scores. It's not indicative of what the best build is, but it gives you a general idea. It gives you a general idea of what people are playing. So here we go. There is a general idea of what people are playing on Festive Edda. So we're looking at about 2,000 attack, 1,300 defense, 15.5 KHP, 254 speed, and about 130 app. This is not indicative of what the best build is. It's just, this is the average looking Edda. If we take every Edda on the server and merge them, that's what it looks like. So you probably want to be somewhere in this range. Until somebody settles on a really good build or somebody figures something else out. Matei, do you have a build for this character? If you do, please let me know. I don't actually know how to build it. But that is the general idea. And like I said, I think it's the helmet and the sword are the things that are not quite there. Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot. How has this been for you, Liminal? I think this is really good. Man, look at those boots! Can I have these boots? These boots are incredible. I know we're on 30 rise. Let's go. This is quite the Ilynav. I think this is great. Whale boots? Yeah, I think this is a great Ilynav. I don't have anything to say about that one. I just think it's fantastic. Is it Kyle? I'm very confused. They didn't submit anything else, right? Kai. First off, 3 lifesteal, 1 counter? Question mark? Second off, did we read the passive? Right? Like, did we... It's on here, trauma. Did we read trauma? If defense says higher than 2,000, our stats are doubled. Isn't effect resistance good with Ilynav? It can be. But the question is, can you get enough of it without sacrificing the other aspects of the character that make it great? Yeah, I feel like this one's just off. Like, this is... Trauma is... You need more than 2,000 defense on this character to do, like, anything. Like, she scales off defense. Like, you can't even play the character at less than 2,000 defense. So I think I'm inclined to agree with chat that this feels kind of trolly. If I'm wrong and you are serious about this, DM me and I will help you work through it. Crimson Armin. So we got the anti-Gala version. I'm usually pretty lax on this character in general. That's a brick. Oh my god, what a brick. It's a 93 brick. I hate it. This is good with proper swap up. Actually, this only goes up to 12. That one's not as good. Okay, so there's a couple of ways to see this. Like, I forget the math, but like, ideally you want this character to hover around like 130 to 140 based on like your Laya's speed so that she can lap back around. Right? That's kind of how you want to do it. But I think that where you're at is fine. Like, Crimson Armin's pretty... Unless you're at, like, top level, Crimson Armin's pretty easy to build. And so I'm, like, pretty lax on the character overall in terms of build quality. Right? Like, this one I would consider a reforge on this one just because the flat health is so high. This is going to reforge to, like, 950 to 1,000 in flat health, which is great. And then this piece, maybe we swap crit damage off for, like, defense percentage. And then the rest of these, like, you could just clean them up as you go, like, when you get better pieces. right? Like this one probably you replace it long term. But yeah, being at like 23, 24k on Armin, really good versus Gala. Not super great otherwise. I do think you also might want to consider jumping your defense a bit. Doesn't have to be like a ton. Like I played the slower one with more HP. You are welcome to play whatever you want. I think you're probably on speed boots, right? If I'm correct? Was I correct in that assumption? Yeah. So yeah, since these are already a brick, I would consider chasing HP boots here, I think I would make that swap. Farming golem for protections here? Yeah, dude, there's a reason that, like, my protection set stuff is all, like, you know, manually, well, half of it is. There's another character I have on here, Bellion. This Bellion is, like, all on stuff that, like, I manually made, right? It's, like, to hell with farming it. Alright, let's see. We are on Zebo. Alright, so this is the nuclear landy. This is how, like, light plays it. Where we want to just hit real hard. Alright, definitely change the sword. Sword's got a brick. If you don't, again, if you guys don't know what the brick is, just please the video and the pin. Yeah, it's just the sword. Like, your defense is kind of low, but I recognize looking at your damage, you're trying to play how light plays it, where it's less damage, and just like absolutely dunk on people, right? And pen set normally I'm not a fan of on the character, but I recognize you're probably drafting this with like Sea Phantom Politis, which means it has a lot of inherent value. This is a very specific build where you're drafting her under your band protection slot, and you are just literally maximizing the chances of you to get that S1, not necessarily the salvo. Hey, what's going on, Sakura, as well as Issa? How are you? Liminal was asking, curious on Artie. Rise of a Monarch, I thought that's like, I still think that's like just in general a very rock solid artifact for a knight in general. Rise has been very good on certain characters in this format. Especially with how fast she moves, that's a pretty good choice. Alright, Suchi. I think you're too slow. For this speed, we have 91 crit chance. This picks up what? 5? So 96? I feel like the ER is largely irrelevant here. At 66 ER, I think that's kind of irrelevant. She's meant for AoE teams only. My second is for single target. You have 2 of this character? Am I seeing that right? You have 2? Oh. So this is only for AoE versus AoE team comps. That seems like it would be very difficult to do in World Arena, but more than doable in other like areas. I feel like this one falls a little bit flat. I mean, it is a purple. And I really don't think this ER does a lot for you. Ooh, this is not a good piece. This piece is fine. Body and ring, I think we definitely want to change these. I don't really like these at all. This one, I'm not a fan of the 14 ER, but like, we take it because it's like 37 health. And then this one also, I'm not super big on. Like the 2 purples here and the ring, I'm not really big on. But I think it could get there. I'm gonna switch the playlist because like this song is messing with me, bro. The Kane theme. Play the songs from episode 2. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that one. If you want to keep the crit chance here. Doesn't the orb hovering over his hand look like Tenor's marble? It actually does. Tenor. Yeah, but that's my thoughts on that Sichi. is like the purples I think gotta go and the ring. Diego. Every time I see the name Diego, I think of the fighting game Diego Umejuarez instead of Daigo Umehara, the fighting game player. It's a pretty good parody account. So defense looks a little bit low. I feel like we're almost there. I feel like we're just a little bit shy on defense and health. Let's see if we can discern where that's coming from. This piece is all right. Oh, the F here. Oh, we have 65F. That's actually not even bad. Actually, I didn't see the F originally. Actually, I think this is good with the F here. Ooh, this piece is not... It's just not very high rolled. I think we want to change that. I think we're trying to do a bit much with the build. I like the idea. I like the idea, though. This is a swap out, so... Yeah, I think we're trying to do a bit much here. But it's 22. That's the problem. Yeah, are we trying to do too much, Diego? Right? I feel like we're trying to do a bit much. Because, like, we're a little shy on every little thing. We have everything, but we're not amazing at any one thing. And I feel like at the current state of Karina, I don't know if that you want that, right? Like even my ER is a bit low, but I chose for the speed. I played for the speed. Yeah, I feel like this is a serviceable Karina, but like you'll notice that like it's gonna be noticeably less tanky than mine. So if it gets focused, which Karinas tend to do, I think you're gonna have a bit of a harder time. I think that it might behoove you to drop the F to pick up the defensive health. That's my opinion. Yeah, so go either E or F. Yeah, basically that's what I'm saying. I think this is a good idea, but I think you're just not gonna have, like, look at mine, right? I have almost 200 more defense than you, over 2,000 more HP than you, over 20 more speed than you, right? My ER is, not as good. So, like, you traded bulk to get the F, and I worry because my Karina still dies pretty handily to some of these, like, cleave comps. So I worry yours might just get, like, blown up. Hey, Sue, I have a question. I've been saving pity. I skipped Luna, and I want Ilynav, but I'm scared she's going to be nerfed. Should I pull anyway? If they nerf Ilynav, they would have to give some kind of compensation, unless they made... Like, they would basically have to say, from this point onwards, nerfs are fair game, but now that we've made the announcement, the current one that we're nerfing will reimburse you, and going forward, don't expect a reimbursement. I don't know why people are so worried that the character is going to get nerfed. Like, why? Like, what makes Ilynav more broken than any other stupidly broken character before? She's probably more broken than them now, but, like, bro, when AOL came out, she was way better than everything else in the game and invalidated pretty much everyone's entire accounts. No, but there are people out there who does feel that she's insane. All right, so we're a half hour back, so let's start schmooving. Kind of pick up the pace a bit. All right, so counter. We're missing a reforge. 75's got to go. Celestine got to max that out. Max this out. So you definitely want to get Grudge up. That's so weird. We went. You want to max Moon Slash also. You want to make sure this kills. This has got to kill. So you need to get the Mullahs up. Get the Celestine up. Swap out the 75. That's not particularly amazing. We have a bunch of reforges also, right? That we're missing. This one is actually kind of worth reforging if you can get this ER swap up to 8. The Derisive is also worth keeping. This one, not so much. I would get a different piece. And this piece I would also change. So you're looking at 1800 defense, 22 KHP, 160 plus speed with 100 ER. And if you could pick up any F on the long after that, that's the way to go about it. Ilynav. Yeah, this is the most common way I've seen people play her right now. I feel like her HP is a little low, but otherwise this is what I've been seeing everybody on. 82 is not... Okay, this is a brick. Definitely change the I know that this is like probably the linchpin of the build, but you gotta change the necklace. It's not particularly great. Matei, I've argued with people. I don't want to name names, but I've argued with people on Discord at these exact same points, right? Like, bro, I literally last November, I literally was in a metagame where my entire existence was either I got slept in venom to death or Gala and her dog literally destroyed my whole team in one hit. And I didn't complain. I complained a little bit, but like I didn't go like characters need a nerf. Right? But now that like slow players get something that make it so that fast players literally have to play a grindy game against you instead of, you know, how grindy players are forced to play a fast game against fast players. Right? Like now that the shoe is on the other foot, I'm like, bro, like how you're feeling is how I felt about a ton of things in this game. Like, it's just, it is what it is. If you're going to get mad, don't get mad at Ilynav. Get mad at the design philosophy that the dev team uses. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at Ilynav. I did get Ilynav, yes. But yeah, this one, like I said, I feel like your HP is just a little shy of where I think it needs to be. And I think that the main culprit is probably this piece. Right, this piece is not particularly well rolled, so I feel like you're just losing a lot of real estate there. Let me know how this one goes long term, though, Haiku. Miss Mage. See, okay, we are on the team imprint. Good on you for submitting it like that. That's how I'd like to see it. You have everything but HP. You're just missing HP. We have everything here. 9 here, 11 here. So this is pretty poorly rolled, so I would recommend getting a different necklace. That's a brick. I would get a different body. And this piece is fine. I think you just want to change... If you can just take your body and your necklace and put a focus on health and defense, I think you're pretty much good to go. Health, defense, crit chance. I think we're pretty much good to go there. Zala, hopefully you're still here. And Shorty said, stop bitching, let's try. Look, I just want a balanced and fun game, but like, I'm so tired of PvP in Epic 7 just being like I run you over fest on ladder. Like, because there's money on the line and because the sets are longer and worlds, you'll see more standard in turn 2. Like Tristan was like, but I see all these turn 2 at worlds. And I'm like, because it's a different format. Ladder is best of 1. Best of 1 always favors the aggressor. Always. I'm just asking, can best of 1 not favor the aggressor so much for once, damn it? I'm sorry, Flameblade is what? You think what is good with Ilynav? I don't know, Goes. I don't have that answer for you. So this is a heavy damage Abigail. Decent bulk. I feel like just at a glance, the helmet and the boots are what's holding this thing back from greatness. Good. Actually, that's surprisingly alright. High gear score. But the F is not, like, 30 F is not a ton. So I actually think this you might be able to get something a bit better, but man, 23 is going to be hard to replace there. That's a good piece. That's a good piece. Color me surprised, it actually is good. Holy shit. Damn, dude, this is a tough one because basically this is just mid defense, insanely high crit chance, But the F doesn't do a lot for me. I think you probably need more like imprints or just like a slightly different configuration. I would really want to see this number here, health, jump over 20k. Also, if you're going for a damage build, why the hell would we not mullah our damage? I think Wukong would be good with Ilynav. Probably. I feel like Ilynav is good with things that don't normally get a chance to shine. I think Maid Chloe is insane with Ilynav. Yeah, imprints would be pretty big on this character. I think for a damage one, I think this is fine, but I'm not sure she has the best damage ratios. I don't know if this is necessarily the best way to take the character. Like, I don't have a particularly amazing Abigail, but mine looks like this. Like, I have more of a focus on bulk and surviving the damage. So that's another way you could take it, Zella. You'll probably come back and watch this. I don't know if you're still here, because I know you said you had to go. What's the lowest gear score to upgrade? That is not a... There's not a common answer I can give you there. Let me show you... give you an example. Like this one, right? So that's a 60, right? That's worth reforging. Only because it's 1,000 flat health. So there's no like... Oh... What's the lowest possible gear score to upgrade? 7, 8, 9. It's not a super easy way to just say that. It's not like this. In general, high 70s, low 80s. How do you post builds? Channel 4554. It's literally on your screen. Bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Okay, where were we? We did Bags, we did Haiku, we did Mage, Zala, we're on Zales. Damage looks good. That's Mage bulk. 1210k. It looks good. I think this is probably good at a glance, but I do not play Melissa. So if anyone does play Melissa, let me know. This looks like a really strong Melissa. Alright, I'm just gonna... He's averaging... Or I should say, they're averaging like 98, right? Like 98 equipment score. This is probably a crack Melissa. I'm just going to say it now. I think this missile's probably really strong. Also, if you're investing this heavily in Melissa, where's your S1? I'm going to say yes. I don't know. I wish Alan was here. Alan Mal is the only person I know that still actively plays Melissa. But, I think that this looks good. Trini? I think your effectiveness is a little low. I don't like playing this character at less than 70. Watch, here's where I expose myself and go, here's my current one. I don't even know if I have her still built. Yeah. This is... we don't actually draft this. We just ban it. I only play this for, like, regular arena if I think I can get away with it. So don't take this as, like, indicative of what you should play. But, like... I literally don't ever want to play this character with like less than 70. So that's my thoughts on that. So if I were you, I think the speed is fine, the bulk is fine. You could afford to give up some health to pick up some F, right? That's my thoughts. Here. Boots, change your boots. If you change your boots and just sack all of this for like 30 F, boom, easy switch. Yo, I like that, the dumpy emote. Gotcha game. Your ER is not where it needs to be to play Destina. The Destina is a cleanser. Gotcha. So, I assume based on the gear, we're probably newer, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're literally 6 free pieces. Right? So, rather than like just sit here and tell you which of these you want to change, I'm going to just show you my Destina. And it should look closer to this. Yours is pretty close until you realize you just don't have the... You don't have the ER. See? Similar bulk, similar speed, but we just don't have the ER. Right? Artifact is Guardian Ice Crystals. If you don't have Guardian Ice Crystals... Shamadra Staff is your next best option. Fumir. I think your effectiveness is too low for this one at high level, but otherwise I think this is probably okay. I feel like speed and F are too slow. Like, we're too slow, not enough F. I think like most people play are 250 to 300 F. Boots are fine. F is good here. I think you want an F ring. I think you want to change this to an effectiveness ring. This one also, it's not very fast, right? I just wouldn't reforge this. I would change the necklace also. How much F do you need for Fumir? The best ones have close to 300 effectiveness. Like 200 is like, you know, now I don't want to say average, but it's like low end of where you want to play the character. The absolute best ones play around 300 because they want to make sure that no cleanser can resist their sleep. Most cleansers are built between 200 and 250 ER. So at the 300 to 300 plus rate, like the 300 plus range of effectiveness, no cleanser except for the absolute most dedicated ER gamers can get out of it. I had to Iron Twig. We had somebody submit a ring with 11 speed swapped onto it. How much speed should a counter set Bologna? If you're talking about Lone Crescent Bologna, 150. You could even go lower, 130 if you have godly stats. If every other stat is godly, you could go like 130. But like 150 to 160 is where most will fall. But yeah, for Fumir, like I said, you want to try to go much higher on F. I don't have Red's build on me, but like I'm pretty confident most Fumirs are 240 speed at like 250 to 280 F. I don't want to like look up this, but like the Fumir like in-game one, but yeah, that's where you most likely want to be. For debuffers in general, you want high F on your boots. Effectiveness is the most important thing, so like this is a check. You want the ring to be effectiveness, and then you want to try to have like 20 to 30 F on the other pieces, right? Like this piece is probably an okay reforge, except for the fact that it's low speed. Like we need some more speed. You need to kind of balance your speed out with other stuff. So my suggestion is 240 speed and go like 250 plus on the effectiveness. I think it's a little slower. It might be like 230. Like the speed is not really as important as the effectiveness. Like if this character gets resisted, she does nothing. Okay, so we have Celine here. Pen set is the big change here. I think you're good except for pen set. That's a weird sword, let's be real. This actually rolled decent for what would normally be pretty bad. Like, this piece is traditionally terrible for most accounts. This one's okay also. Yeah, like I think top your Celine is looking all right. I just think that some of these pieces that are like the lower gear score ones, like these 80 ones, you'll eventually want to swap them out, and you definitely want to get pen set like long term. Like mine is like just all damage, just like straight up like all damage. Like you don't need the defense. Also, one of the pieces had a high amount of defense. Like, I used to play higher defense, higher health. Like, when I made Celine, that was, like, how I was playing her. But as time has gone on, like, I'm slowly weaning off of it because I'm realizing just how impactful the stealth is at keeping her alive. We got to sit here. I feel like your effectiveness is too low. Chat, any Sid enjoyers? I do not own this unit, so I cannot really commentate on it too much, but... I think that most people play this character like 250 speed, 180 F. Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't want that Artie. What Artie do we play then? No problem. I'm glad that I could help. Well, hopefully I helped. I don't know if I helped, but I try. Book. Okay. So switch this to Ancient Book. try to jump our speed up. And we need to jump our effectiveness up. Yeah, chat saying like maybe almost even 20 speed and jump your F up. Like it's looking like 170 to 180 F. We need to get that effectiveness a bit higher. In the crowd, let's see. That's kind of good damage for Hippolytus. And we get the crit chance from here. You know what? I'm about this. I'm about this. I think this looks like a good damage Hippolytus to me. Like, that's a lot of damage. Also, kudos for finding use for Twilight Calamity, because, like, I straight up think that this artifact is trash, and you actually found a character that would want to use it. That's your new account, Sid? Okay. Yeah, I think this is I think this is good. For damage Hippolytus, this is good. Erziem. Man, always bold of people to request Arya on this block. Don't get me wrong, Fumir still wants some tank stats. You don't want her to be, like, squishy as all hell. But yeah, bold of people always to bring this character to the table, because this character is just ludicrously difficult to build. I think you're allocating too much to defense, not enough to health, and, like, ER and stuff. Yeah, she's really hard to build. Like, I don't even have a great Arya. My Arya looks like this. Mine's not even, like, that insane. But, like, see how I don't even have 2,000 defense? I really think this character needs imprints, man. I think she actually is the hardest character in the game to build. That's why I said it's just bold of people to ask for Arya in this block. Because it's just like, I know how popular Arya is. I know how many people want to play her, but just like, she's such an undertaking. Yeah. What is my Arya's ER? Boop. I also play Staff of Einzul Gone, which gives her another 38. Well, 40 once I max it. Here, quick, we should max it. So she's really 191 when all said and done. So I have almost 200 ER. One day I'll pull more copies of her. I've only ever pulled 2 copies. One on when she first released, and I got one off an Elemental Summon. If ever we get a break where I need, like, I have a super surplus of bookmarks, I might open her story banner and just go ham. This is, like, the character that I'm, like... I literally, like... I love this character's gameplay, I love this character's appearance, and I hate this character with a passion as far as, like, being a person. Like, in the story. But yeah, Erziem. Like, I just think we're going a bit too hard. Ooh, this is nice. I think we're going a bit too hard on our defense at the expense of some of our other stats. I think that's what we need to do. I think you need to... Ooh, attack is not a thing I want to see here. Please don't swap that. This is not a bad piece for a purple at all. Yeah, I definitely need to mount Molo the S1 too. But yeah, that's my initial impression of this, is that you need to take some of your defense down. It's not as important as you think it is, and bring that health up a bit. And if you could bring up the ER at the same time, that's good too. Tempest. This looks like a usable Ray. I think you want to be a little faster with a little bit more F, but I think otherwise your bulk is great. Bulk is kind of where you want it to be. Crit chance is kind of irrelevant here, but it's playable. Same thing here. This does not feel like it belongs on Ray. I think you're just using this because you want the speed. This one's fine. Bunch of F here, a bunch of health here. We can ignore the. You could swap this crit hit chance for 4 speed. Health attack. This also does not feel like something we want on Ray. Because, like, this is like a bruiser piece, right? This is not a Ray piece. I think you want your boots to have a bunch of F on it, and then I think you want to take this piece and focus it really heavily on health and speed. And then if you wanted to change this one out, you could change this, chase more health speed here. Right? That's my thoughts. Like, I think this is usable right now, but like, if we're looking for long-term how to shift things around to bring it, you know, we'd like to ideally pick up like 20 more speed and like 20 more F. Yeah, like that's pretty much where we're at. I just don't think that these boots and this helmet like are supposed to be on this character. I think they would be better suited on different characters on your account. Orwell. First things first, we max this out. Also, we max out these because it's a 3-star, so there's no reason not to take that. It's just damage you're leaving on the table. Now, as far as Orwell goes, I think that this is a usable one, but I think you're a bit... I think you actually like are a little too fast, maybe, and the F is also kind of not really relevant, right? Like, long term, Orwell, like her passive gives like makes up for her speed, so you don't need to be over 200. You can give up some of it. For me, I personally think 130 is the average ER. I play 180, but I don't think I would ever play less than 150. I know 130 is the player base average. I would consider 150 plus because if the character gets debuffed, she doesn't function as a tank. So that's why I play her at such high ER. And then after that, it's just a matter of how much more health can you throw on the character. She's a pretty straightforward to build character. Azriam, I already looked at one of yours earlier, so I'm going to skip over it. We'll come back to it if we have time. HP boots, maybe? I am, in fact, playing on HP boots, I think. No, I'm not. We just have ridiculous HP subs on the other stuff. Honestly, I might take apart my ROL in favor of putting that HP gear elsewhere. Not because ROL's bad, but because I'm not playing. I've noticed I'm not playing her as much. Again, she's definitely not a bad unit. Alright, so we go here to Milon. Counter Milon. At a glance, this looks good. I'm gonna double check versus mine. I never changed mine. Mine's been the same way forever. I think yours and mine are very similar. We definitely changed something. Something was given up at some point because my stat distribution was way different in the HP health thing at some point. Back up to the Milan. Yeah, see, mine was 15-12, I believe. Yeah, so my thoughts are probably more defense. Crazy boots. I think you want different here. I think this wants to be a bit different. The 18 ER is sucking up a lot of our gear score on that piece. I think this is actually fine. Fine. Yeah, it's just this. It's just the necklace. If you can get something with a bit more oomph out of the necklace, like I think bulk stats, chasing bulk stats here would be nice. Right? That's my thought. Alright, so Pravzora, we got another Ilynav. Defense feels a little low. HP looks good. Speed looks good. We're missing a Reforge. This goes to 14, yes? 91? 90? 91 equipment score? 600 health, I think? But is that enough to get us over? Oh, it's on Protset. Wow, this is actually really cool that it's on Protset. This is a tough one, because, like, the attack percentage is useless, but the rest of the piece is so good for what we're trying to do. So I think I'm okay with it. I think this looks good to me, Prav. I would probably just send it. I'd finish the Reforges and test it out. This looks good. Really fast, like, Protset. Ilynav seems kind of cool to me. Kepo. Damage is a little higher than average. I feel like because we're on a lot of free gear, my assumption is that you are probably too fast, and we could reallocate the speed towards either attack, defense, or crit damage. Probably attack or defense. So this swaps up to 4%. We want to do that. Oh, this is cracked. Wow, holy shit, what a cracked piece. That ring is nuts. This one's okay. The 9 speed. All this, like, incidental speed. That's a good piece. That's also pretty good. I think your best way to reallocate might be different boots, different body. I think that's probably it. I think this is certainly usable. But like the 8 speed is really not the best. 98's hard to replace. This is probably fine, man. Like it probably is fine. But like I feel like the combination of like boot, body, necklace is not like ideal, but it works. It's not optimal though. All right, hybrid. Let me. What hybrid? Where are you? Because if you have to leave in like 2 minutes, like I'll just quickly. Is it this? Is this your ran? Yeah, that's the only ran that's here. Let me just quickly look at it real fast because he's leaving in 1 minute. I think this is fine. I don't know what level you play at, but this is fine. You just want to change out these for higher speed when you get a chance, if that's your ran. The only reason I did that is because, like, it's ran. Ran is super easy to grade. Like, you've got the crit, you've got the damage, you have decent speed. Like, you just need more speed. That's it. And, like, there's nothing I could do to help you with, like, you need more speed. That's just what it is. Oh, okay, so this is like a cleanser version of the character. I'm okay with that piece. The F is wasted here. Maybe try to change that long term. That's a lot of HP to say no to. Surprisingly, it's not as good as I think it is, though, probably. This is, like, collectively 77% health. Gives a bunch of ER. Yeah, I think that this is a fine build for right now. But I think long-term, like, we definitely want to change the purples out for red so we get the extra roll. The extra roll is, I think, kind of important. They were just asking about the ran that was posted in chat. Hybrid posted it. It was this one that was down all the way down here, dodged. Alright, so we move past Suna to the homie Shuma! Shuma, what could you possibly want to ask me? This is a really good Wukong. Bro. Bruh. The hell is this? This is the most whack piece I think I've ever seen that's actually good. Bro, that piece is actually goated. What the? Why would you put a 106 on Wukong? Yeah, you must really like Wukong, man. Dude, this piece is goated. This is one of the coolest pieces I've ever seen. Dude, this is a good build. All right, Tenebe with the Landy. 50-50 bolt. I'm good with this. Let me, like, at a glance, this looks definitely usable. Obviously, we would pick up some more attack here. Let me see if there's anything that's, like, obviously out of place here. Alright, moment of truth. The traditionally bad sword. Go. Actually good. Yeah, Tenebrae. This is a solid landy. I think this is a solid standard landy. If you're playing her with like protection, like a Dragon Bride or something, I think this is fine. Lil Rika, man, that's a tough one. That's a mouth. Rika. Okay, so we're on Holy Sack. Good damage, good speed, good bulk. Yeah, this is high gear score. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. A lot of people playing these Destro Bruiser Ilynavs. Let me know, by the way, those of you guys who are playing Destro, like, let me know how this is going for you, because this looks really strong on paper. Hey, Sinopa. Let's see. Sinopa, you can give up some F for more speed. I think that's all you're really missing. Everyone always says 200 speed on Solitaria. I think 180 is fine. I think you're just missing speed. You just got to pick up some speed. So here's a big one we can pick up. Right? Like 63 ER is not resisting anything. You could change this. Pick up some speed here. Helmet. I think ring helmet. I think your 2 hit pieces are your best chance. Like, striking those and picking up speed is enough. Oh, let's go. So, she's tuned with spez. Okay. I mean, you have everything but that. Like, I guess. Like, how fast is your spez? I'd have to see the spez, but my gut is that this should be faster. I thought this said saltiest, but it's silitest. Silitest, I guess. Sale? Whatever. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Defense at a glance looks kind of low. HP seems solid. I'm very confused by adamant. I feel like if we're gonna go injury, don't we want to hit harder? Wouldn't we want mature sunglasses? Like, if we're going injury, like, we want to hit as hard as possible to fully lean into this, right? Yeah, this I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit iffy. Yeah, this ring always rolls not great. Yeah, this one also I'm not big, like, this one's also a little bit low roll. It's not terrible. It's definitely usable, but it could be better. Yeah, I mean, at a glance, it's just the low rolls that I think are really holding this, like, build back. I would like to see a little bit more defense, but I think it's just your ring and your necklace holding it back. And I still think I would play, like, mature sunglasses here. Or some kind of damage artifact. Yeah, if this doesn't work out injury-wise, there's definitely other builds to try. Spez is 222. That feels very fast for Spez. Usually he's like 180. We got a Bologna here. Okay, definitely not enough bulk. That's for sure. So we're on lifesteal. You have too much attack, right? Normally lifesteal plays around 3,000 to 3,300 or so. Draco Plate is also... it's a bit better because we're on lifesteal. 75 also not super great here. So let's see. Yeah, can't play speed boots. Roku cannot play speed boots on the character. Character needs either health or attack percentage pieces there. Like, really can't afford... Like, the character is not tanky enough to not have a main stat like health percentage or defense percentage somewhere on the right side, and you need the necklace to be crit damage. So yeah, I think you're gonna want to change this out for like a health percentage, and you're gonna have to... It's actually not even that hard of a climb for you. Like, you're only going to be 151, right? You only need, like, 10 speed. Like, you just get HP percentage boots that have 10 speed on them. You're like, they're good. They're right there. Yeah, that's my suggestion, is definitely swap these for HP boots. And then obviously swap this out later on. This actually has a swap here on defense for defense percentage again to pick up more stats too. It's on lifesteal. It's not meant to be like crazy fast. Hey, we're finally at you, Dragon Slayer. Ooh, that looks like a second ran to me. Yeah, this looks good, homie. I mean, boots are kind of sus, but it's 25% attack on a build that's already low attack. Might I say it might be a little bit better to chase a pair of boots that has like a more even spread amongst attack, crit damage, and the last bit of crit chance. It might be a bit better. Hey, what's going on here, for how you been, buddy? Yes, Jambu. Right now, the highest win rate version of Bologna is Destruction. Only by a couple percentage points, but... I mean, yeah, this is one of my old guildmates, Dragon Slayer. He just plays very aggressively, very fast. 10A, I already looked at one of yours. Avusui, let's see. Hey, look! I'll let Tenebae rate this one. How do you feel about this? I'll be honest, I think this is pretty damn good. I think this is fine. I think this is a really good 5th pick. This is kind of how I feel about Tenebria. Great 5th pick. Wait, Genocide has a Tenebria emote? What the hell, bro? This might be a bit too attack skewed. Oh god, this still has a swap available. Holy shit. Yeah, I think the boot, you might want to go a little bit more towards some other stats, but I think otherwise, pretty good fairy tale. Hey, it's Ryu. Hey, it's Ryu from Streets. Did you know? This is a good Angel of Light. My only worry is defense might be a little low. That's my little only concern. His defense might be a little low. Yeah, so these like slightly lower rolled pieces here, like this one, right? And like this one. If we could pick up some defense and get that nice 15-15, even if it gets us like 190 F, I think we're kind of in the money. I think that's a pretty good one. ATK, if I did that, it would have to be in a lock channel invite only. Newer and equally as cultured. But yeah, Ryu, that's my thoughts on that. Slightly, well, Stomped On. I haven't seen Stomped On submit something in a bit. Yeah, dude, this is how like everyone's building their Ilynav. This must be like, who are we watching that's playing this? Is this like how Elmage is building it? Because this is like how everybody's submitting their Ilynavs now. Holy Sack. Seems good for defense. Like, Guild War defense, arena defense, right? I'm being corrupted? Oh, no. Dies, bro. Damn. Yo, holy hell. That looks pretty good, though. I already looked at one of Tenebe's earlier. Shift. I think we're skewed too high towards defense. Needs more health. Yeah, you definitely need more health. Like, so we decided not to go damage. If you're gonna go not damage, you need to go all in on health. So, except for this piece, everything else is a freebie. Looks like, and you want a defense necklace. Now you want a health necklace. No, this is a DPS piece. And that's a 75. This didn't roll super great. This one not so much. And this one not so much. Okay. So yeah, shift. You have to decide if you want to go for the bruiser build, like the Ilynav that was posted above you. Right? In which case you kind of want to try to copy like you want to copy like this. Where it's on like destruction with like good crit chance, right? And it's on health necklace because the set is carrying most of the crit damage. Or you want to do it like how I have it right now, where it's just, you know, really just essentially like, you see how I have like just a bunch of flat HP here? Same here, like a bunch of flat HP. Like they don't need to be high equipment score, they just need to have a lot of HP on them. And the ones that don't have a lot of HP on them, that's because they're carrying stats in other spots. This F will probably get swapped at some point to something different. But that, hopefully that shows you what, gives you some direction. So, like, you gotta choose one of those. The freebie gear, 75s and stuff, like, they don't have the best, they don't roll the best. So, like, you want to try to farm, like, the actual 90 gear. Valky's playing it that way? Okay. I was like, I'm wondering, like, who is playing it this way that everyone is copying it? Because, like, no way everybody shows up with, like 7 people show up with the same exact build, unless, like, they all saw it from somewhere. Oh, yeah. More F is always good. That character is, like, there for setup, so I would actually, if you could get, like, 30 F on that with, like, while still maxed out your crit chance, that's probably better than having attack. Alright, so we got a Celine here. We're on pen set. At a glance, looks pretty good. Like, it looks like our damage is pretty rock solid. Good ring. This could definitely be better, but I recognize 15 crit chance and attack is all we want out of it. Okay. The F doesn't do anything for us, but if all we care about is damage stats, this is pretty acceptable. Yeah. Basically, it's just the purples. Like, they could just be higher rolled for more damage, but I think that otherwise we're in a pretty good spot with this Celine. Nor, I believe I looked at one of yours earlier. Did I not? Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Did I look at one of theirs earlier? There's so many, like, names that are very similar to this one. I think you have the right bulk, the right speed, and maybe your F might need to be a bit better. Yeah, here. Boots definitely could be a bit better. That ring is kind of ugly. We could definitely maybe swap that attack. That ring is kind of ugly. Pretty high flat HP here. Man, the right side pieces you have here are ugly as all hell, but it still looks good. Yeah, your left side pieces are super good, which offsets how bad the right side pieces are. Yeah, try to chase like HP percentage, Nick. I think it'll be better for you. Yeah, I think if you clean this up a bit, like get your shoes that have like really high F on them, like 30 plus, that would be ideal. Anyone with the Luna avatar deserves to have 2 units looked at? I didn't even realize the Luna avatar. I don't look at the avatar, I look at the character. It's a video showcase that build bruisers, Ilynav with this damage. Okay, I see. Alright, we go on to Noble here. Yeah, okay, I'm good with this. We want to take that to 21. Like, no reason not to. Use some charms from your guild. This looks great. I don't even have to really look at the subs. Like some of these could be a bit better, like this guy, right? Or like this guy. I mean, this one's hard to beat. But like, obviously, if you could get some better rolled stuff, that would be good. But like, I think you're just where you're at right now is already perfectly fine, man. There's that triple S imprint is definitely carrying some extra weight there for you. Like, this is pretty much like picture perfect where I'd want it. And that's crazy is because like there's definitely still more room for improvement. All right, Popple. Okay, same thing. Nope. It's the bulk. Show me speed boots. Yep. It's the speed boots. Ooh, this was really insane until I saw his flat attack. Ugh. What's this character's base attack? How much am I giving up? How much am I giving up here? Well, like 40% is like 400. So it's like 950 total is what I get versus if I was to do it the other way around. So it's like it's a lot. I'm not gonna say it's not. Like, it's actually not as bad as I thought it was. Like, this is surprisingly okay to keep because it's like you'd have to roll like 2 to 3 flat attack to make up for the loss in damage. So I think I'm okay with this because you need to have 2 good rolls in flat attack to make up for the difference. This piece might make it long term, but like because it gives a lot of defensive stats. Like 157 defense is crazy. Surprisingly, as ugly as these look, they're not even that bad. This is not very good. This isn't even reforged. And I probably would not finish it either. And this one, ooh, 69, not a reforged. No, not super great here either. Alright, so you need to change your whole left side of your boots. Surprisingly, your pen set is kind of alright. Despite how ugly it looks. It's actually pretty good. Definitely change to health boots. You want to try to shoot for like 1400 defense and like 19k HP or higher. Right? That's where we're kind of at. Like I'll go back and show you mine again so you can kind of see where it's at. You don't need as much damage as mine. Just bulk is the most important thing on Bellona because she's super easy to kill now, especially since every Luna under the sun has swapped to like this build that does a shitload of damage now because they're trying to beat Bellonas. Alcibiades. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Counter. I like them. I like the Wings of Light and Shadow attack. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know how good it is, but I think it's pretty cool. So this is really an 86 with 5 attack. This could be better. Like purple, useless stat, not the most amazing rolls. This one is okay. We could swap out that attack there if we wanted to for flat defense. Yeah, Wings is definitely worse than 3F. Oh, no problem. Necklace is solid. Body is actually kind of decent too. It's like 27% health with 17 crit chance. It's not bad. This is also alright. This is also alright, I think. Yeah, I think it might be a combination of artifact and then the purples could be better. I think the purples are really what's holding you back here. Lot of Ilynavs tonight. Surprising to see. Interesting. 29k, 1600, pretty good bulk. On 100 ER. Me personally, just this is my thoughts. I would rather play HP percentage so she's harder to kill, especially because you're on Holy Sack. You'll get more value out of having higher health. The passive already gives her enough kind of like of a big boost. So me personally, I think I would chase, because like these are not really like the most amazing boots. Like they're solid, but I think I'd rather have health percentage boots with really high rolls than, you know, speed boots with just fairly average rolls. This one carries a lot of your speed. Attack is kind of meh, but like what you wouldn't change it to anything. You could change this if you wanted to. This piece is fine. Piece is good. Piece is good for what we're trying to do with the build. Piece is good for what we're trying to do with the build, I think. Yeah, so I think it's just the boots. Me personally, I think I'd change the boots. I'd consider maybe the ring, but that's a your call. Abisui, I already looked at one. BlackRock. Oh, we had one of these earlier. This was like how we're trying to go with what's his name? I actually like the idea of playing Shepherd here for the damage, because if you get hit, you go to 1 HP, you do big damage, right? Obviously, we'd like to pick up the 4% crit chance here. You don't need boots with 14 speed. Like we can definitely change these out. This actually was really good. Great ring. Flat attack would do better for you than speed, I think, with this character. I'm not in love with this, by the way, either. I should add that. That's a great body. Getting this update. This is a great helmet. That's an insane sword. Holy shit. Yeah, I think it's just change your boots and your necklace and you're good to go. And obviously get this here. Get your last 4%. Yep. Hey, we got Pooty here. Okay, so we have like an ER hybrid Fumier. Is the logic so like it doesn't get Zeo'd or something? Pooty? Is that the logic? Like it's harder to mess with low F characters. Because like traditionally you go a bit more effectiveness than this. Yeah, I think this is probably fine. Yeah. This is probably fine. Like your bulk is a little bit high, you know, for Fumier. I'm not 100% sure because I don't play Fumier a lot, but like usually if I recall, it's like 230, 240 is where most range, and most have higher Fs in this, but nobody really has character. Okay, I'll try that. I'm gonna re-gear my account probably tomorrow, like some of my stuff tomorrow while we still have free on equip. Because like I kind of need to. It's a little bit overdue. But like I think this is like solid. If we could eke out more F or more speed, that'd be great. But it's kind of hard when we're trying to, you know, we already have pretty crazy high roll pieces to begin with to maintain that 100 ER. Alright, so we have our girl, Lionheart Sirmia. This looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. 4 speed. Okay. Can't get a death swap there. This actually goes up to 44. It's actually funny. This gives you exactly what you need for 2K. That goes up 1 there also. Yeah, this is great. It's so funny though. It's so funny that like straight up like you're just 1 swap away. You just need the perfect swap and you're there. Obviously, I've looked at some of yours and Tenebae. I already looked at Dodge's. Did I look at yours already, Iron, before I move on to Emberstorm? Like, you've been in the chat for a bit, so I'm, like, wondering, like, has it been I failed to look at it, or... Yeah. Alright, let us compare to my Garbo Ida. It's got to be better than my Garbo Ida, because my Ida is trash. So if we can beat my Garbo Eda, we're in a good spot. Okay, damage is looks like it's low. Speed looks like it's right, but damage looks low. Oh wait. All right, we're gonna wait a second, just because Iron is got it. He's stuck in an ad while waiting for me to talk about his unit. Okay, it's over. All right. My first thought is damage is low. That's a good piece. That's a good piece. No crit damage here really hurts this piece. This is no crit damage hurts this piece. No attack hurts this piece. Hey, Jinxel Minx, thanks you for the follow. Yeah, so this is basically what we're at, where we're at. Like, this doesn't have attack, this doesn't have crit damage, this doesn't have crit damage. And so as a result, you can see your damage suffers comparatively. I think it's your left side pieces. I think we need to prioritize taking pieces that, you know, either have really high stats or having both. Like, see, this has both. And then this one has really high attack, right? This one has really high attack. I believe the ring might have a bunch of crit damage, or just the boost. Something has it. No, we don't have high crit damage. It's the attack. So, yeah, I just think our damage is a little low. That's pretty much what it comes down to. We are here. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way, homie. So, yeah, I would prioritize some of these ones that, like, this one has, like, the high roll is effectiveness, right? With, like, basically, essentially base rolls and damage. And these are missing damage types. I would try to get that a little bit more distributed. Torrent, yeah, that's a good one. Having Torrent is a good one. I don't have any spare Torrents, and Eda is just my for fun character because I really like Eda as a character, and she works well with Luna, so I want to play her with Luna. Alright, we move on to Emberstorm. 3,260. Alright, we got all the makings of a good last piece. And the only thing we're missing now is just more speed, right? So, that's it. Like, last piece is a pretty simple character. 3k attack, 260 crit damage, 280 plus speed, 100 crit chance, accuracy artifacts. Have a good EE, right? Ooh, this being 6 instead of 12 actually hurts you. I would definitely try to pick this up to 12. That gives you more wiggle room to kind of flex on the build, pick up some more percentage points. Q Nikoi, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah. So this is like the baseline for last piece. You're a little bit higher on damage than the baseline. You could actually drop damage if you have pieces that are faster than this. Like you actually are like slightly over on where you need to be on damage. So I would say this, right? Get this up and then try to pick up pieces that are faster. Even if it comes at the expense of a little bit of damage. Another Ilynav. Okay, mature sunglasses. Okay, we're missing a reforge. Is it worth reforging? Hell yeah, it's worth reforging. You could swap that speed there for crit chance if you wanted to get that 100%. Because, like, the 2 speed is... whatever. You can either take the 4 speed and go to 187 or drop down to 183, pick up that last crit chance. Great piece. Tough call. This might be a better swap as something else, but we'll think about it. I think I would chase speed. I really like health boots on this character, even if she comes in at like clocks in at like 150 or 160 speed. I just think that like having like health percentage boots with like 10 speed on them is just going to do so much more for you than that. Ring's pretty good. This one's good too, I think. The attack is kind of wasted. We could change that if you wanted to something different. But yeah. I think you have some decisions to make with swaps, and I think me personally, I think I would probably change the boots, maybe to health percentage, but that's just me. Think HP is too low? For the bruiser build, maybe. But like, I think changing the boots is like a given, I think no matter what. I think we just need something higher rolled that rounds out things a little bit better. And then decide our swaps from here. I mean, this gives a lot. This is 31% before Reforge. 31% health. So like on Reforge, this thing is probably close to 40%. Alright, we got a Roz here. At a glance. Alright, so help me out understand here. What's the logic on the ER? Right? I don't think we're taking this into PvP unless you're trying to push for masters to get the skin. That's a solid piece. This is a solid tank piece. I really don't think Roz needs doesn't really need the F. The ER, I mean. I think for a PvE Roz, I think you're in a good spot here. Like, if we're trying to play this for PvE, I think you're in a good spot. Like, HP is actually pretty good for a Roz. Speed is okay. Obviously, it could be faster. Defense is kind of low. Ideally, we'd like to kind of get this 75 out of here. Pick up something with some really high defense. And I don't really think you need the ER for PvP or PvE. If it's for PvP, maybe. Well, I'm not really sure where we're playing Roz in 2024 in PvP unless you're just trying to get the skin for the season. In which case, like, almost anything works for that. Shell shock, I just saw you posted for a bit ago. Can I fix your draft sense so you don't panic around attack? I can't. The only thing that's going to help you there is literally just draft a lot of games. Get comfortable. But yeah, I think for PvE, for just like regular, you know, single player content, this is a pretty good Roz. You want to change the ring though long term. Without knowing more, I couldn't really help you though with PvP. Dr. Girlfriend, welcome back. Damage looks alright. Let me double check, because like, I'm not trying to say build exactly my spez, but like, in the ballpark, I think it's like 4K 300 is where you want to be. That or better. So we need more attack. We don't need as much speed. So we're on attack set, which statistically attack gives the least amount of stats. So the only real reason to play attack is if you have really insane attack pieces, or you just don't have anything better. In which case, if you don't have anything better, probably farm. So this piece is okay. This piece is all. I mean, effectiveness is not even terrible on Spez. We're definitely missing damage, by the way. What is his last awakening? I just realized that. What is his last awakening? Health. But it does give 30 base attack. That's kind of a big deal. You really need to get that awaken, because that like tells me how much we're missing. This is really probably like 39 something attack. So our attack is probably better than I think it is. That's good. That's Scorpio Thief though. That was good until Scorpio Thief. This piece is also good, especially after a swap. Alright, so helmet, not so good. Body, not so good. So those are what we changed, and then I think we're kind of living. So again, for those of you guys who don't know, Scorpio Thief is the only zodiac sign in the entire game, right? Where it's actually like, so 522 is what you get on Vildred for your defense, right? You look at somebody like Kisei, right? Kisei's 522. Even like RB is not super great either. So the same one. I picked 3 Leos. Go me, right? What about like Aries, right? Aries 483. Now, if you look at Scorpio Thieves, they're at 473. This is like the breakpoint number where defense is just garbage on it as a stat. This is like, and it's like all of them are like this. If you guys watched How to Play Celine, I literally point this out that no Scorpio Thief is good unless they have dodge to supplement that trash can stat that they have. So the only way for you to kind of get around that is to build flat defense or just ignore it and go for something different. So like this being 25% defense, it's really worth like 20% defense on another character. So it's just, that's why I'm saying change these. And a ton of them. They're like, we're trying to figure it out. The character is less than 24 hours old, basically. Well, is 24 hours now old now. We're all trying to figure it out together. Hello, Undone. How are you? She's too squishy. She is, in fact, too squishy. Honestly, I want to switch to counter Dragon King Shireen. I'll be real with you. I want to switch to counter Dragon King Shireen. I like playing her on Celestine, and I'm on speed set. I would rather have counter Celestine on her right now. With the way I play the game. Yeah, she's too squishy though. Even for that speed breakpoint, right? Like, cause like I'm 20 speed faster than you, but like my bulk is a little. Even then, this is a little low. I used to play 2019.5. So that's my thoughts. Is that this is not tanky enough. Yeah, she's too squishy. Like people play her like as tanky or tankier than Death Dealer, right? Like 14.5, 19.6 is not enough. You will get, because the thing is, what beats her is either unbuffable or hard focusing her, right? And so everybody's just gonna rush you down, which is what the counter set Celestine is meant to stop. Is if you get lucky, then you might get a stun, a counter stun, and you get, you know, recover some of your health. But like at that level, like she's gonna get blown up because the people who let her through, they're gonna blow her up. They're gonna try to do that. Especially at 200 speed. Sakura, yeah, I do. I do in fact look at them. I don't look at them right away. Because the thing is, the stuff that is in the chat is, it's time sensitive. It goes away. Right? After, you see how ATK is up next and he has 30, right? He has 30 minutes ago is when he posted it. Usually around 40-45 minutes ago is when it starts to disappear. So the people who DM me on Discord, I just take my time and get to them after I'm done streaming. And I usually spend a bit more time with them. Like this is like a quick like 1 to 2 minute review. I'll spend 5 or 10 minutes or even 15 minutes with you if you need me to explain something via Discord. So like DMing me is the best way if you want me to like give you a long breakdown of everything. Or if you're just sadly not on global. ATK, this looks pretty good. Rise is really good also. This is what I want to play. I'm on Bastion of Pollutia. I think I might want Rise instead. I think Rise is a bit better. Good health, good defense. Yeah, this is a sick purple. Yeah, looks good to me. No! HP, where's defense? Defense, Doko! Definitely max out your damage. Max out your sack. Get this as high up as you can. You need more defense, though, Actually, this is pretty good, considering how much flat health it has. So it's like 77 health? Probably more than that. It's actually probably closer to like 80 health. 80% health, this piece. Piece is fine. This is also alright. It's a lot of crit chance, but not a lot of health. Man. Everything has good, like, decent stats, but, like, where the hell is our defense? Like, what did we overinvest on? That we're, like... Is it crit damage? Did we overinvest in crit damage? Not pick up any defense? It's a tough cookie to figure out. I think I would change one of these purple left side pieces for something. It's probably one of the. It's gotta be this one. That's all where our crit chance comes from. Ah, damn it. This is a hard one. Oh, thank you for letting me know as the heads up, ATK. Maybe it's changed out the helmet for something with high defense. Damn, man, that's a tough call. I think this is like pretty good though. I mean, it's base speed, which is kind of rough. But I mean, the passive made it so that she was kind of moving no matter what my speed was yesterday, so it's not that bad. This one's really vulnerable to restrict though, this build. Damn, dude. I think I want more defense, but otherwise I think we're in a good spot. Let me know how that one goes long term. I'm glad they made Emma Ilynav a dragon. I used to joke about how funny that would be. I wish they made her hunt humans, which would have been kind of, yeah. All right. At a glance, this looks pretty solid. This is pretty much what I've been asking for all stream, Cypher. Cypher. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. But we're on speed boots. You must have crazy high rolled gear to offset. Shocker. It appears that is the case, except this one. I think you would be better off, instead of chasing all this extra attack here on this piece, I think you'd be better off chasing bulk. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. Oh, that's how you offset it. You went speed boots, and instead of crit neck, you went health neck, and then just dumped everything into damage on the other. Okay. Okay, I see you. So that's how you did it. Alright. So you basically did what I talked about, but you went the weird roundabout way that is way harder to do. Okay. Yeah, it's the weird roundabout way of doing it. That second one you showed me looks good until you see how much wasted stats are on the crit damage. Hufer. I think I'm good with this. I think me personally, like this is like slightly less tanky than mine. And I think mine's not tanky enough. So for me, I would swap out the lowest equipment score piece for something that gives me a bit more bulk while still getting me some offense. Washy. Okay, let's see. Alright. So we're missing a reforge. We have 3 pieces of free gear, a purple. Alright, let's see what we got here. Definitely max out the damage on these, right? Max these out. This one goes to +4, but these are definitely max. You definitely max these. These are super important for this character. Alright, so let's see. 31 defense, 24. Okay, this is fine. That's a lot of flat health, but I want speed. I probably would want to change this. I want speed. I want my Laya to be a minimum 250, but I would like her to be 260 if I can push for it. This piece is pretty poor for Laya. it doesn't really do anything for you because the only thing she wants in this spot are defense, speed, or flat health. And the only one of those we have is speed, and it's only 1 to 2 rolls in speed. It's 2 rolls in speed. So you have 2 rolls in speed, and they're not even max rolls. So like they're like 2 average rolls in speed out of 5, and then 3 stats that don't do anything. So we definitely want to change that. We want 16 speed's a lot. This is a maybe. This is a lot for I'm assuming this is probably one of your fastest pieces. This is a lot of speed, but not a lot of everything else. It has some of the right subs, but they're not very high. This piece is better than this piece. You could change the body before you change the helmet. And this piece is just like it's base speed, 1 roll in health, no other relevant stats. So we gotta change ring, necklace, sword. Start with those, then maybe consider swapping the body here. But yeah, do you want to shoot for like 1300 defense, 25k HP, like 250, 260 speed to start, and then try to increase speed and bulk over time? Dalla we already looked at 20 years before. We didn't look at Shell Shock yet. All right, you guys know what I'm gonna say, right? Yeah, speed build's better. You guys know what I'm gonna say, right? Just looking at the red Robbie, right? It's not on HP neck. Health neck. Yup, called it. Got HP percentage neck on red Robbie. You build the whole character around the HP percentage necklace. The ER is irrelevant here, so we're basically giving up a full roll, like almost a max roll on that. This one's also got a lot of dead stats on it. This tells me you might not have a lot of health gear. This is low rolled. This one's a lot of flat attack when we need attack percentage. This one's kind of nice though. We could swap that flat health for HP percentage. So I like our sword, and I like. I think it's just our sword. I think it's, yeah, you keep the sword, and then we need to get an HP percentage necklace with good crit damage on it, right? And then build the rest of our character around that necklace. Like, I don't have an amazing Robbie. My Robbie's not that amazing, like, honestly. But like, yeah, HP neck. Honestly, I could probably make a better one than this at this point. Like, we had people who were like throwing up like 30k red Robbies earlier. I'm probably on speed boots, aren't I? I am. These gotta go to HP boots. So yeah, I think I'm gonna switch to HP boots. Bring her back down to like 150 speed. I feel like this is probably why I'm like less enthusiastic about Red Robbie, is because I think mine's probably not very good. Yeah, pen's also a big plus on this build. I feel like our damage and or our HP is too low. Like, I feel like if we had this HP, but like 280 crit damage, that would be great. Or if we had like this crit damage, but like 30k HP, that would be great. But we have neither. So something I feel like is low roll here. Attack is kind of a bust. Like, this is a good purple, but like that's a bust. That doesn't do anything for us. This is a good ring. That's a good necklace. So far I'm confused. Why does it feel like we have great pieces? Are we like mad overcapped on crit chance? 40, 62, 84, 94. We're overcapped on crit chance. We're overcapped by like 10%. Yeah, this is a tough one because it's like I know we're overcapped on crit chance, but I'm just like, did I miscount and we're like over by even more? Like I just feel like we're missing something, and I'm just like, where the hell is it? Like these are really high equipment score pieces, and it feels like it's not as high as it should be. I don't know what to make of this one. Is it the speed? Did we put too much in the speed? Not really sure. Yeah, Shell Shock. Yeah, pretty much a full rework on the Red Robbie. I mean, hey, I'm right there with you. Mine's not much better. Ah! That Sputnik. See, there you go. Mature sunglasses. I think if I had mature sunglasses as my artifact for this build, I would feel really good about it. Like, I feel like there's something missing, and I don't know how to, like, I need more HP or I need more crit damage. I don't know where to get it. Mature sunglasses does both. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Meta, why the hell are you sending me DN in 2024? What is the logic? Help me help you. Is this for PvE? Alright, so your bulk is great on DN. Unfortunately, you don't really have, I think, the two stats that the character really needs, which are ER and speed. You're a little bit short on both. Fribbles is not a miracle worker. That's a ugly looking ring. That's actually pretty good. Wow. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. This should not be on DN. This should not be on DN, bro. This is like primo Bride Senya / like, you know, insert tank of choice gear. This is absolutely, this should be on a knight. No, I got you, but like, this should not be on DN. Like, this could be on so many other characters. This could be on Albedo. But it's a speed body. It's not counter. Bro, there has to be a character that can use this. That's other than DN. Like, DN's like solidly low tier at this point. And this piece is so insane. That's a lot of flat defense. Yeah, like, we need like 15 more speed and like 20 more ER. And I just like don't see how we get it. Like, this piece is hard carrying this build right now. And it does not need to be here. This piece is also not bad either. And same with the necklace. I like the necklace a lot. These other pieces I feel like leave me a little bit wanting. And like I said, this piece is just hard carrying. Can you show me your albedo later on tonight? Like, I'll be on my Discord server later on tonight, homie. Just send me your albedo, because like, after seeing that body, there's no way that like speed albedo isn't better for your account unless you have the world's like most godly counter albedo. Alright, let's move on to display. Defense feels low. Speed feels nuts. Display, are you trying to play this into like... Are you trying to play her into like Ran and stuff? Is that the logic? Because this says to me that I'm looking to play this character for cycling so I can get my cleanse on. Yeah, but the problem with that one when we're talking about that Sputnik about the DN is DN needs Rod or Unfading Memories because without those artifacts, she loses her biggest draw, which is her ability to grind the game. Alright, I'll wait. Oh my god. Yo, ad break strikes again. Thank you, ATK. All right. Okay, cool. All right, so is the logic for this so to cut in front of like Rans and stuff? Because that's what this looks like at a glance. This is like an anti-cleave element. 20 ER at the moment. No tests have been conducted. So this is all just Theory Fighter. Actually, I like this piece a lot. Undone. We could do that later tonight too. We did not. Ooh, I'm not a fan of that body. I know it's fast, but I'm not like in love with that. Ooh, that's a rough sword. I think we could definitely do better than the body and the sword. I feel like those are rough. This one could actually be a defense percentage if you wanted to abandon the ER aspect of it. That is a you call though, not a me call. Yeah, sword and body are rough. And other than that, like, I feel like this would be really strong versus aggressive teams or cleave teams. But I'm not quite sure, because again, I've only played about like an hour with her. Okay, you're 11:45, so your graveyard shift. I'll be on at like 10 my time. Because what I like to do usually is I like to go make my dinner and then, you know, maybe like run on the elliptical or something and then take a shower. So I think display, I think this is one of those needs more testing, but I can assure you I don't think that this sword and this body goes the distance. Aligar, this looks great at a glance. Despite this being an 85, it's still quite good. This actually swaps up to 88. Goes up to 7. With a nice 210. This could be flat attack also if you wanted it to be. It's not the worst. Body could be better, but it's not the worst, right? Yeah, that's just crack damage. Okay, yeah. That's a good Celine. Does tank only Ilynav work? It could. We don't know yet. The character's only been out for a day, so people are trying and seeing what works. The character has so much in the damn kit that it's like it's not immediately obvious what works and what does not work. Panda. Our ER is a bit too low. Oh, but we're on counter. Maybe this is better than I give it credit. Huh. Ooh, let's be honest, this is pretty abysmal. A lot of ER, but... High gear score. It's just rough. This one's not the best roll. Shit. It's like, what else are you trying to roll? What are you trying to roll that into? I think honestly also this body, because it has the 12 speed, is actually detrimental to you. Might want to go for something that's a little bit different than this, like higher ER, higher crit damage, so where you can kind of have this not be so load bearing on the ER. Okay. It's an interesting build because it's counter. Like, you're at 147 ER. Traditionally, you want to be like 180-ish or so on BBK, so you're a little short there, but damage is good, and we're on counter, which doesn't give stats, whereas normally BBK builds would give stats. I think I'm willing to give this one a pass. I think you do want to fiddle around a little bit with like these two pieces, though, and kind of see where you can get it. Oof. We got Trent D. Cross here with Vivian, Torrent, Lifesteal, 4K attack, 200 speed, missing crit chance, kinda low on crit damage, right? High on attack. We're higher on attack than we need to be, and we're lower on crit damage than where we want to be. I think the biggest problem here is the critical hit chance. That's really high for a crit hit chance swap. Like, this suggests that this might have been something better at one point. This is good. That piece is good. I think this piece is probably the outlier here. It's probably this one. Like, she doesn't need that much health. Like, you can play like 10 and change. Or even like really high 9s. Like, it doesn't need to be that crazy. So me personally, I change the sword out. Try to pick up more damage, or you're missing, and also you're missing crit chance. That's my thoughts on that one. Oh, yeah, I am EST, yes. I am EST. Alright. Empyrean Ilynav. Okay, so we have another one of these. Yeah, this one looks pretty good at a glance. Like, right? Like, very high speed, good HP, good defense, good ER if you want to play her as a cleanser. Playing her as Aureus. Okay. So we're schmoovin'. Okay. Have you played any games with this, Del? I don't know if they're here or not. But yeah, no, I wanted to know if they played any games with this, because, like, this looks good on paper. I feel like this was, like, something that was really good here, but I think it's not something you can't swap back to. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I just want to know if it was good. Now there's yet no. Damn, dude, I want to know how that plays, because this looks damn good on paper, and then I just literally stubbed my toe. Ow. This looks damn good on paper. Hufer. Wait, actually, Hufer, I looked at one of yours already, but like we're literally at the bottom, so I'll just quickly look through it real fast. Looks pretty solid, homie. That's a shitload of attack for an 80. This could be a bit better, but... This also could be a bit better. 16 with a bunch of attack. Actually, this is not bad for a purple. Yeah, I think it's like these, like the helmet, body, like necklace. Some of those could be adjusted to kind of eke out some more stuff. Like you need a little bit more damage, I think. But otherwise, I think you're in a good direction. All right, Doctor, another Ilynav. Okay, so we got another mature sunglasses build. Yeah, this is starting to look like this is like gonna be the build. Get this up, like get the last one here, Ken. This up too. Like if we're playing damage Ilynav, like every little last bit of damage is important. I feel like. Doesn't that reforge higher? Isn't 11 the stopping point on crit hit damage? So this I think goes higher, no? Okay, Meta, we'll talk more about it. I'll be on Discord at like 10. That swaps higher. This is actually not a bad piece at all. It's a pretty good piece, actually, for what we're trying to do with this build. This piece is also quite good. You might consider swapping the ER for more damage. Because, like, you're at 46. It doesn't do a lot. This is a clean swap for 7 crit damage if you want it. Same thing here. Clean swap for 7 crit damage if you want it. That's a brick. I would change this, period. Whether you want ER or not. And then same thing here. This is a clean swap for crit damage. So that is entirely up to you. If you want to do that, Doctor. I think you have a good base. I think the helmet definitely changes. And I think the swaps are basically player's choice. But if you want to go for them, I think you can make a really strong one. What if you don't have sunglasses? Good question. Let me go look at what my alternatives are. So thanks for the tips, and I really had to go AFK for a bit. Okay, no problem. Probably in like 10 minutes or so is when I'm gonna call a stopping point for like submissions, and then try to like get through what's left in the queue. So if people want to throw stuff in there, even if you've already thrown one in there, throw something in there. If we don't have it, Broken Will. Broken Will gives pen. That's damage. Heal lag for tempo. Probably Broken Will, because the limited ones are the best ones. No shot am I playing Justice for All. You have to be so damn fast to play Justice for All and get value out of that thing. Alright, we're at bread. Where's your ER, bro? I thought you were ER gaming. But no, your 220 with this level of bulk is pretty good. Just missing a little bit of ER, I think. Great boots. Dude, these boots are super nice, dude. Can I have these? Can you give these to me? I would love these. That one's kind of... The attack's kind of sus, but everything else is fine. This one's high roll, but I don't like this. I don't like the predominant stat is attack. Alright. I'll be real with you. I would just switch this for something with a ton of ER and health. I would play with 200 speed Dragon Bride Senya and play something with like 25 health, 25 ER here. That's a swap up. Yeah, I think yeah, I'm definitely changing this body. There's no way I'm not changing that body. Has it worked for you though, Mage? Joga? Oh, no problem. Brett, that's a pretty good Senya. I think I'm changing that body piece, and then I think it's cracked. We got a Muna! This is the first Muna of the entire stream. Can you believe it, chat? Just like a week or two ago, Munas were everywhere. Now Munas are like endangered species. For a book Muna, this is fine. Like, we're fast. We're on immunity. We have okay bulk, right? We're just trying to get as fast as we can with immunity. And I'm okay with that. Here, this piece right here. So this piece is like bulk bearing. If you wanted to have some F, then boots here as F would be alright. 18 here, 21 here, 17 here, 17, 20. Okay. Yeah, so like the only way we're going faster is if we somehow stumble into some 20s. So that's a judgment call here. Oh, we have 100% crit. We do some deeps here. Okay. That's not bad. Me personally, if you had another 21 necklace that was immunity, or even a 20, I would consider jumping off of crit chance, but her damage multipliers aren't that crazy where, like, it helps a lot. Like, being like 20k HP at similar speed bracket probably does comparable damage, or and is tanky. Summer Lulica, and she just doesn't die and can still do it. Nice. Have I ever considered longer form content like a counter use? I have, but because of the current
Metapocalypse underscore just subscribed, who for 6 gifted a tier 1 sub to Metapocalypse
thank you for the gifted.
They have given 81 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you so much, homie. So currently E7's content creation program and just in general says that we cannot log on to other people's accounts for account reviews, and we can only do it via screen sharing. And screen sharing with, like, no offense, with a stranger on a streaming platform is very dangerous, because if they change the screen share to something that would get me banned on Twitch, that would be, or
Display
YouTube, that'd be
Unit
very, very
just
bad.
subscribed, who for 6 gifted a tier 1
Thank
sub
you again,
to Display
Hufer, for the
Unit.
gifted.
They have given
So
82 gift
the only way
subs
I
in
could
the
do
channel.
account reviews would be via having them on a voice call with me and recording it and then making it a YouTube video. That's like the only way I could do it. Yeah, exactly. You nailed it. But yeah, I think that's fine for right now, Trent. Like I said, like 5 minutes is what I'm gonna call it for submission. So if you guys have anything else you want me to look at, this is the time. Even if you've already gone, throw something in the queue. We go look at Jinxies here. So we got damage. We got defense. I feel like we're low on HP. I feel like we're missing out about 1,500 compared to the ones we've already looked at tonight. This was just a little low rolled. Yeah, this one's a little bit low rolled. This one's actually not that bad. That's a great piece. Same with that one. Same with that one. This one goes up to 8. I think it's just your right side, Jinxie. I think you just need to have a little bit more quality pieces here to kind of pick it up. I think that this one right here, this necklace being 21 defense, is less than ideal, right? Like, we would rather have these stats, I think, allocated towards, like, flat health or maybe more crit damage. I'm not quite sure. This is super awkward that this defense is on the necklace because we have too much defense, not enough health, right? And then none of our other pieces are high on defense. Like, this is super awkward that this is on defense. Yeah, like, I wish that one of these, like, 2 pieces was carrying our defensive score, so that way our necklace, which can't carry our health, which we need, could be a bit better. Yeah, this is tough. These pieces are crazy, but they don't carry any HP. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, I figured it out. These pieces are insane, so that's why we haven't changed them, but they don't carry any health. So we actually have to have our left side carry health. Okay, so yeah, this is going to require like a... I don't want to say back to the drawing board, Jinxie, but I think in order to get our health where we need it to be, the left side has to carry the health. and the right side is to carry the damage. And right now, the left side is carrying the damage, and the right side is carrying the health. But, like, by default, the right side already carries an inherent amount of health, and it can't go much past that. So I think we need to, like, again, back to drawing boards and swap them. Oh, Mercury? Okay. 61 crit chance on Elbrus at 29. So obviously we maxed this. What's the are you here, Mercury? What's the logic on this one? Like, you have great stats, except we're just missing a ton of crit chance. Like, we have everything but crit chance. Like, where's the, like, it's all gone. Yes, 3F is worth playing on that. Come back to that in a second. Why does it trigger more display? What? Is that a joke that I don't understand? Yeah, so this is like, it's super weird to me because, like, we invested in damage, right? And we have no crit chance. The hell am I looking at? Also, the left side gear on this is like, I don't know, man. The sword's fine, but like this other stuff, I'm like, what the hell? It's a lot of health, but like, ugh. Oh, it's a Genocide joke. Okay. Yeah, Mercury, I think you're just between two builds. Like, did you want to be tanky or damage? I assume based on the Elbrus, you want the damage, but like, you have so much HP and no consistency in your ability to crit. So I think you have to kind of pick and choose one and then go one of those directions. Like, you're in the middle. Yeah, you can post another one. I forget the first guy. Mukari? I'm okay with 32k HP Ravi at 2500 attack. It's slow as dirt, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, dude, I'm okay with this. Like, I know it's a little slow. I think I'm okay with it, though. Oh, Remukari. Okay, yeah. I knew it was Ray, like R-E. I was just like, is that really... Yeah, dude, I'm cool with this. Bronze Lord, throw it up. I'm gonna call a cutoff in like a minute or two. Throw it up, throw it up. No, I'm okay with this. Like, damage on this thing is pretty good. Like, it's slow, but it's got it has a lot of damage. So me personally, I'm okay with that. Get all your stuff in, ladies and gents. All right, I'm gonna take this guy down. I only use my Pavel because he's my highest CP. He's not made to be an opener. Is that? Oh, it's that one. Okay. Dude, I am slow as dirt. Alright. The bronze, did you get in here yet? I want to make sure you got yours in here. Just let me know you're in here and then I'll start running down these last couple ones. You're bibless? Okay, cool. Alright, so this will be our last one. Check on bibless. Alright, so let's run through the rest of these. And then I'll probably field a question or two and then go off to make dinner. Because, like, oh my god, my stomach right now. Like, I've had like the 3 pretzel rods you see me eat on stream. I could feel my energy just going like we're crashing. Skull Knight, I think this is like fine for the purposes of just like what level of play do you play at? Like I think Meep has kind of proven that you could get to Emperor with a slow knack if you're smart about your drafts with it. I think that you might have to draft this 4-5, right? It's taco day. You've been fasting all day, dude. That's what I want, dude. I want tacos. I want tacos so bad. Dude, I'm not the king of slow, dude. I'm not. You might think I'm the king of slow. That's Call, bro. Call literally was like just like legend frame after legend frame being literally negative speed. He somehow hacked the game to get slower units than base. Honestly, just trying to get to Masters for the skin, looking for this to be a third pick, man. Yeah. I think that this is fine. Like, this is exactly like the blueprint I put in the video. I think you're in a good spot. Like this piece right here, if you have something that's a little bit faster, you might be able to spruce it a bit. You don't need as much like health here on this piece. You could technically drop this piece. Like if you have like a 15 or a 17 here, you could just jam it to push you up a little bit more. But I think that this, at master level play, this should be more than enough for master. To get to masters for the skin, this should be pretty good. How is the climb going so far for you? Like, are you doing all right? I'm like worried because like I put out that cheat sheet and like, you know, I did my homework. I researched stuff on e7.gg. I talked with a couple of people, right? Had them review my list, make sure nothing was like too crazy out of there. But I'm still like, at the end of the day, I don't play in masters. Like I could literally like win with like I've said before in the past, I've won with like Cirilla and stuff at that rating. So I'm not really quite sure if that it's gonna be 100% as successful for people as I would like it to be, because I just don't play at that level. It's like a strategy meeting of like the friends, put it together and be like, these are the things we think are achievable and can probably be done by anybody. So I'm like, hopefully I'm not shooting too high, and I'm not shooting. Ideally, you'd like to be like, I shot too low, and people are easily able to clear the bar. Alright, so we got that Gigalandy by Mercury here. This is how Light's been playing it. Please, get your Elbrisses up. I want to be seeing numbers divisible by 3. You're just leaving match percentage points on the floor. $11. That means this is an 85 real time. This could be a... But it's 27 defense. This is holding all the defense. Yeah, long term we want to change this. I think we're good for right now, but long term we want to change this. And I feel like this body obviously goes, but this 11 says to me that this is actually low, like we massively high rolled on something that should not be. But I worry if we take this out, we don't have the crit chance. Tough dilemma to solve. I think this is probably fine for like the nuclear landy though. Look at your RB real fast. Got the torrent, 5k 300, cool. You did it. Wait, but why is it on this? Get this out of here. Moonblade, no. Bro, play like Shepherd. Maybe not Shepherd. Maybe this is better, but like, I feel like you're going 5k 300, bro. Just play something that blows people off. Maybe Moonblade, Dreamblade is better than I'm giving it credit there, but anyways, back to, we were past Mercury's, we're back on to J now with Pavel. Damage is cracked for this character. Now I see why this is your highest CP character. Where do you play this? Do you just jam it? You're not made to be playing Oprah. I just use him to go big boom. Yeah. I mean, your damage looks crazy on him. He's actually pretty decently speedy. There was a time where like people would play like a 250, 260 speed Pavel and just explode people. Because you would think it's fast, and then it wasn't fast, and you'd be like, oh shit, the damage. The body is obviously the big sticking point. This is also not... Ooh, wait, hold on. 151 on him is like 14? So this is like 33. Like, this is okay. Might be a bit better on HP swap. Something different. Because, like, the HP is not doing anything for you at 8 and 8. The question is, what do you swap to? Tough call. It looks good, though, Jay. Like... I don't know where you're playing it, but probably explodes people. Yeah, I think the only piece that I'm like for sure like thinking I might be trying to replace like these two long term. All right, 220 speed check, damage check. Oh wow, you're on fucking Pen 4 Torrent. Wow. This thing probably explodes people. Oh my god, this probably deletes people. It does not kill. Wait, didn't you kill me with this yesterday? What the hell you mean this does not kill? You killed me with this yesterday when I let you have Pyroclete. Really 14.5 McDonald's? Are you sure do you have Pen and Torrent turned off in Fribbles? Dude, this looks like it's turned off. That feels wrong, man. 2 Torrent sets, Pen set, Glutton. 4K 265? That doesn't delete people? Bro, I just don't believe you. Like, either is this like who's Laya? Whose Laya's living through that, bro? Alright. Defense is good from Remkali. Oh, this looks great. Only thing I would say is obviously could we get a better Elbrus, but yeah, this looks great. Yeah, whatever. We could get this to 4%. Yeah, this looks great. Festive Edda! We looked over this earlier. The hell is this, Brad? We looked at this character earlier. Not this one, like, specifically, but, like, bro, like, it's still open. This is my worst built unit. That's not, you didn't... Not to be rude, but, like, is this actually even built? It has no F and no like, what does it do? It has health. That's it. It does, nuns. How? Are you sure you're just not outperforming? Like, bro. You like literally showed up and were like, all right, guys. So here's the plan. We're gonna build a Fairy Tale Tenebria. We're gonna give her 16k HP. That's the character. And then just like it's like the tuxedo mask. Like my job is done here. And it's just like, but she doesn't do anything. Like, I'm just gonna move on. Big damage, Janua. Okay. Manica. Why Manica? We're missing 3 reforges. This one's kind of ugly. This one does not belong on Genua. 39 ER, this also does not belong on Genua. Okay. It could be better, but... Alright. So, I think... This just says to me, like, do you... Washi, do you farm Banshee? Because this seems like we don't have Banshee gear. These boots are... I'll be real, these boots are actually insane. Just not necessarily for this build. Alright, so, like, the helmet, body, and ring are not particularly amazing. The boots are usable, but not necessarily for this build, but they are usable. But for this character, you want a damage increasing artifact. This is an artifact that increases your critical hit chance, which you should just naturally pick up from your equipment anyway. And your hit chance, which he doesn't need. He just deletes things, even if he misses. So, yeah, you want Wind Rider. And if you don't play Wind Rider, then you want a damage increasing artifact. Prelude to an era. What is it? Prelude to a new era. Portrait of the Saviors. Even a Symbol of Unity. Just because it gives 16 damage. So, like, him being slow isn't that big of an issue. Like, you would want him to be, like, at least 170. But my thoughts are, like, you could play him on something other than Destruction. It doesn't necessarily have to be Destruction. Like, these pieces are fine. Boots are fine. But the other 3, they gotta go. And the artifacts gotta change. Celine! Yo, Celine. Celine over here. ATK, what's the gear score on the Celine? Do you have a higher gear score of Celine than me? I don't know if you do. It looks like mine. Mine's 447. Yours looks like mine, and mine's 447. Oh, I have way more attack, but you have more crit damage. Bro, I think ATK's might be better than mine. I think ATK has a better Celine than me. That's crazy, dude. Meep was losing his mind when I showed him my Celine. He was like, no way you have a Celine that good, bro. Even Inori was losing his shit. They were just like, why is your Celine so good? And then I'm looking at ATK's like, is ATK's better than mine? This wouldn't be the first time, by the way. This is my relationship with ATK. He just has better built waifus than me. Yeah, I am also glad it's the weekend coming up. Alright, so we're a little bit low, Del, on, so, Joga, if you're still in chat. We are a little low on defense, but we have literally everything else. Might be this. Okay, the ring and the necklace are not particularly amazingly well rolled. This one's not amazingly well rolled either, but it's got high-end stats still. It's also not amazingly well rolled. Okay, so that's what it is. So we're just suffering from... The ring is good-ish. The boots are really good. We're just suffering from generally not having crazy high roll gear. That's it. Like, we're in a good spot. We just have to continue to iterate and get better, higher equipment score pieces here. Like, we want to try to bring this defense up about 200, and then I think you're kind of just, you're set. Okay, we got a Landy. This already looks amazingly good for the 150 speed point. This good swaps up to 8 at least. Can I have this? Can I have this? I want this. Give me this. I want this. Bro, this is like 2 weeks in a row or whatever where people have just submitted things that have like nearly 50 or over 50% health, and I'm just like, bro, why can't that be me? Yeah, dude, this Landy's awesome. This is a great Landy. Lulacar, great bulk. A little low on speed. Oh, you know what? Oh, it's counter. I actually think this is good. We'll let that weird slop slide. That goes up to 14. This, I think, is better actually as a F swap. For the purpose of where you're at in your build, I think this is better as an F swap. But you could still do defense. But, yo, this is really nice. I think this is really nice. Alright, so we have Kaos, Crow, ATK, and Check. So these are our last 4. And then I'm gonna skedaddle and go make my dinner. Defense is, I can already tell we're on a defense percentage something somewhere. Because that is too damn high. No! We're not! Our defense is too damn high. Let's see. Why not flat health here? Flat health is better. Same thing, flat health is better here. Defense percentage is fine there. Crit damage. Okay, so we need crit chance. So where's the best way to get crit chance? I like this ring. This is also a solid necklace. It's an amazing one. This is 16. I think that we probably want a different body. Oh, why does it feel like we have no... We're like, we have so much crit chance in all these pieces, and it's just like, it's still not enough. Sword is pretty good. Ring is pretty good. Like, those are the pieces I think I like the most. And I think the rest of the stuff I think I want to reconfigure around. Get some higher roll. Like, we really need to get that 12% crit chance. Like, we're just missing it, and that sucks. Also, if you're going to be playing this character as a DPS with, like, Elbows, please max out all of the damage stuff. That's my thought, is I think we have to swap around. Like, I like the sword a lot. And I like this also. I like this ring a lot. Because this does a lot of our heavy lifting for the defense that we want. Like, we only need like 16 on the defense. The rest should all just be going into like the max out crit chance and then pick up health and crit damage or speed. Yeah, so I think the rest of this stuff I'm not like the biggest on. Like, especially like this one's like 2 swap defense instead of like base swap. Yeah, I think I'm keeping the sword and the ring, and I think I'm reevaluating my other choices to try to get our crit chance up or HP up or speed up. Okay. I don't think this is bad for our first draft. I just think that like we could equal things out a little bit better, and it would probably work a bit better. Okay, let's go. This is closer to what I'm playing. Good. A lot of people are trying to go this ER route, but like I just think that like 77 is not enough. I think we have to lean into this more if we want ER. But here's a spot we could lean into more. A lot of HP, but like none of the other stats are super relevant. F swap. That could be def. That's a lot of health. That's like 42 health. I think we're good here. Swap F here for ER. That'll pick up some points. That's 8 there. That gives us 85. Right? Same thing. Body. This is a tough call. You either make a swap here or you go for a different body. But that's a death swap. It's a lot of HP. Yeah, this is a I do not envy you. This is a tough one. I think it's got to be body. I think body's got to change. I think it's swap here, different body, leaning into ER, and I think then we're in a much better spot. Does pen set seem like a must or DPS Ilynav? No, it does not. Axer. I reached pity if you're talking about me. If you're talking about me, yeah, I pity her. So there's that. Alright, ATK with the booba. Better than mine. It's better than mine. 94, that's low for you, ATK. Oh no, a 90. That's even lower. That said, this is kind of literally perfect for a 90. Jeez! Bro! What the fuck?
Hootie1 just subscribed.
Hey, is it pronounced Hootie? But thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. Wow, this is the best Arya sword I've ever seen. That's also really insane. That's also really insane. Okay. Yeah, dude. Yo, imagine the worst piece on your character being a 30% health ring with 19 crit damage, 8 ER, and 39 flat defense. Imagine this being the worst piece on your whole character. Couldn't be me. That's a flex it Friday. That's not a fix it. That's a flex it. Yep. I am a wonderful person. You're a wonderful person too. You're all wonderful people. Alright, last one. And then I'm going to get dinner. Taco sounds amazing. Too slow, too much defense, not enough F. Iron Fan is fine. Alright, so let me show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so you want to look more like this. 100 F, 100 to 130, 230 plus speed, 20k HP, 1200 defense, maybe 1300 defense, something like that. That's kind of where you want to be with this character. It's not pronounced that way, but nobody can pronounce it right unless they can read Spanish. Puede? I've taken 2 or 3 years of Spanish, but that was ages ago, and I've always been terrible at pronunciation with Spanish. I can't roll R's. I'm sorry. Puede. Wait, is it Yuri? Is it Yuri? Lady? I don't know. Okay, this is that. Now you're making me feel bad. It's okay. I'm white. I'm sorry. I was born this way. It's not my fault. You can tell me how it's pronounced some other time, but yeah, for the Biblis, yeah, that's where you want to go, right? Like you just have too much defense. Like swap these for speed boots. Speed boots bring you to 220 something, which is close enough, and work on your F, right? Like these pieces have no F, right? Like this piece right here, bunch of defense. Don't necessarily really need it. Like you're so high on defense. Like this sword is fine. Look at tacos and you can say it. Damn. Guy doesn't know I eat Mexican food like 3 times a week. I'm screwed, bro. Ain't got no path. As for everybody else, guys, like that I didn't get to, like Sam, right? Everybody, let me just see. Yeah, I think we looked at Jinxie's earlier. Just gut reactions real fast. I'm not going to do a full review, but gut reactions and I'm out of here. Defense is too high. Like, you could allocate these to other stats. We already looked at Dragon Lords. Neutralis looks good on paper. Good hyper damage Landy. Yeah, no, this is good. 70 is not super bueno. You need high F on this character. So this character is more of a... It's less of a I want damage and more of a let me play this character on 6 hit set. You want high effectiveness on this character. It's more important than damage. And then Shuma with the also ridiculously high gear score Celine that might be higher than mine. Okay. Because the thing is, like, if you go 2,000 defense, 25k HP, right? Like, wouldn't you rather have been like 1700 defense? Like look at our. I mean, you're on crit stats, right? But like, I could have been 2,000 defense, like 32k HP, or I could have been 1700 defense, 36k HP. In which case, I hit harder because I scale off health. I'm also less susceptible to true damage. Like Rimuru and stuff. And also, like, there's a point where, like, you don't need, like, after, like, 17 or 1800 defense, unless you scale off defense, like, you're probably going to get a better stat spread survivability with HP. Or you could just not go as hard on defense and reinvest in, like, more damage or more speed to get more turns. Like, defense is a good stat, but it's not, like, enough where you want to go like, oh, let me have like the guy who posted the 3300 defense Ilynav on Reddit. Guy went like 20k HP, 3300 defense, base speed, counter Ilynav, but he was on Rocket Punch, so he had a reason to exceed the like 1800 defense mark. That's how I like to think about it. I don't like to go past 1800 defense unless all I care about is just having bulk, in which case I'm still trying to focus HP. Yeah. Alright guys, I am super hungry. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I will, 2 things. We'll do more E7 stuff this upcoming week, right? Next time I'm streaming E7 is probably Tuesday. I will have a stream tomorrow sometime, but it's going to be for Final Fantasy 16, so if you want to just come and enjoy a cool RPG with some good voice acting, good story. We're still pretty early in the game, so you haven't really missed too much. You could kind of check that out. I'll post on the Discord when it is. And then tomorrow night, I decided to do something fun with the community, so I'm going to do like an anime watch-along at like 10 p.m. in the Discord, so if you want to come through, you're welcome to do so. There's a poll in the anime discussion forum or like channel on what we're watching. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my announcements. Let me post a Discord link for those of you guys who don't have it. For those of you guys who DM me after I get dinner, I will DM you back about what what to fix on your characters. And by the way, those of you I didn't get to, as always, DM me on Discord, same thing. I will always respond. Whew. No, we're not watching that. That's not happening. But yeah, there you go. Another fix it in the books for the week. Hopefully it was helpful to those of you guys. Surprisingly, yapping for 3 hours about numbers and also thinking about what I need to make things work and jigsaw puzzle. It's like you have like a meltdown. Like your brain just goes. Psh. It's like you're just like, damn, dude, I'm like exhausted and hungry after like 2-3 hours doing that every single week. Right now, the anime that is winning the poll is Keijo. So, if you don't know what that is, oh man, you guys are gonna be in for a fun time. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it here on YouTube for you YouTube frogs, and for the rest of you guys on Twitch, I'll raid somebody. We'll figure.